Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Friday. We're so glad you're with us as we kick off another fantastic weekend ahead. We're so glad you're here because this is really the only way we know how to do. As far as Fridays are concerned, we always do practically free Fridays, but today a little bit better given that this is the big wrap up here. Sizzling summer savings event is wrapping up shortly. So 10% extra off anything that you might be looking for, wishing for, hoping for. I got to tell you, you know what we haven't seen in a while is Chameleon diamonds. And listen, they are one of the most pricey stones in the world. It's one of the most exotics. Most people have never even heard of them, let alone seen one or owned one. But we gathered up some of our bigger stones, all about what we call light 1 carats. We've got them on display tonight. And guess what? They're all going to be discounted. We love that. So a big discount on Chameleon diamonds. You probably know by now all of our Chameleon diamonds here are certified by GIA. So that's very exciting. We love that. And you get a color change diamond. Yes, if you're going, Chameleon sounds cute and all. Chameleons can be quite cute. But this actually denotes a really important stone. So we're so thrilled. I personally, I got to tell you as a collector myself, you know, you can't be in the business a long time. You get addicted to collecting gems and being around great pieces of jewelry. But there's just nothing quite like the values we bring on our Chameleon. So that's going to be coming up for you here today. We've got an assortment of them. We also have a very large blue wing. I've got a stone. It is actually over 11 carats. It is an oval, and then we dressed it up with some big yellow diamonds on the side. Speaking of yellow diamonds, you are going to get a preview of what's coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow is the big band premiere, and I don't mean strike up the band. I mean, well, you could. It's going to be striking up a conversation, that's for sure. We've got our yellow diamond band. I'll give you a preview of it tonight. And also a lot of brand new. We've got some new Diasport earrings that are massive, some gorgeous long length stiletto drops. They're the longest earring we've ever made here. So they are a bit dressy, but they're really important. So we have those on the way, a floral design with them hanging a Spinel. And here's the deal. I have about an hour's worth of jewelry today. So I really want to make this, you know, like when you go to the night out, the club perhaps, right? We do call this Club TVON. You sometimes get to go ahead and maybe request something with the DJ. Well, this is your own version of that. You get to request whatever jewelry piece you like tonight, and I hope you will, because we've got fantastic, fantastic access to all the vaults. So if there's something we can bring out for you, please let me know what that is, and we'll help you out, okay? So again, get ready to kick it off. Big, big pendant coming up first, and it is really about the love, because we could all use more of that, right? So take a look at this. This is our beautiful amethyst, and it is fabulous, isn't it? This is a gorgeous stone. It's the heart shape, and it's checkerboard faceted as well. I'm so glad that we've got this here to start the show. Item number is 111-3560. It's always a good sign when you can barely read the item number. It means it's been here a while, and that's a good thing because it's going to really help everybody out with the pricing as well when you've got something special like this is. So it is a value. Well, isn't everything a value around here? Listen, we've been offering values on TV for a long time now, but there has just really been nothing like this event here that is ongoing. This incredible event, this summer savings sale has been something to behold. And I got to tell you, I've had long-time shoppers reach out with just that compliment right there going, I cannot believe I've been relying on you for my jewelry values for decades and yet never seen them come together like this event is bringing. So hopefully you've been able to shop something of your favorite, and maybe if you haven't found anything yet, we might just have it tonight. Here's our 642 heart shape, and then also the extra faceting of what we call checkerboard faceting. Probably familiar with what that is. See all those square facets across the top? Instead of one table facet, you get faceting all the way across the stone, so it gives it a nice little flash, like you're seeing it right here, a little flash off the surface of the stone. Item number again is, 3560. We've got the 642 here with a lot of diamonds, and this is what it looks like from a distance away. I always like to show you that perspective. And yes, it's going to be your upside down heart. It really is. It's going to be the bail up here, and then these figure eights of both gold and diamonds together. And then when you see it like this, ooh la la, we got that great length. I know it's not going to be exactly the everyday style necessarily, but it could be. It's got 1.5 inches, maybe a little bit more than that in the length. And of course that hidden bail is part of that top part of the design. And it's our 642, and you're going to get a big value, and we're going to show it to you against the neckline as well. Why not see it from a distance away so you get a little better idea of what to expect there, and get ready. I mean, this is going to be for your favorite white gold chain. Got a big discount on this one. Let's go back to the wheel here close up. It's got a good size bail, so yes, it'll be working with your DBTYs. Those are your diamonds by the yard. Sometimes you need a little bigger bail for those because you got the big diamonds you got to accommodate, so this one will work. Like to point that out since a lot of us like to use those diamonds by the yard as our pendant chains. So here we go with this one. It's going to be in the white gold only. It was not bad, $21.99. Got a much better price here for you tonight. It's Friday, mid-August. Here we go. kicking off the, again, what should be hopefully the finale of the dog days of summer. But I love that stone, rich and saturated, not like other amethysts. You know, we tend to go high end on everything we bring. Doesn't matter how well known the stone is, it's always about bringing you quality first. Finding a way to bring you value second. How about we do this one right now for better than $2,000, better than even $1,000? How about $9.99? Are we ready to shop on this Friday night? It's Friday, the weekend is here, everybody rejoicing for that cool, probably one of the last few like real summertime weekends, if you talk about before everyone goes back to routine. But here's how we celebrate every Friday night. Better value than even $9 or $8 or even, oh, I don't even want to do $7.99. Let's go $777 on this one and see if that does the trick. I think it will. $6.99 at checkout, because no matter what kind of price I give you, and it's nothing but the best, you're going to take your extra 10% off, which still accounts for here $77 and 70 cents of savings. So it'll be $699 at checkout for that one to be yours. So really fabulous and really incredible way to go here. So that's going to be a one only. We'll see who's got it. Stays in the white gold. And then very, very glad to have y'all with us here tonight. If there's anything you're looking for, like I said, you just let me know. Let me know what you'd like to see, what category, what gemstone are you missing in your collection. This is the best time of year to get something on sale, on discount, and very, very affordable. So we love that. And we still only deal in the best of the best of fine jewelry. It's what we do. All right, next up, we got a really cool, if this doesn't look like Bulgari, I don't know what doesn't. I mean, this is really special here. This is platinum and it is 18 karat gold, and you've got this wider band, and it is, I could see that as a men's or ladies, probably more ladies piece, but again, unisex style of sorts. It's going to be 112-5911, and that'll be platinum and 18 karat gold as mentioned. So taking the two of the higher end metals and bringing them together, and then that gives you the contrast there, really showing that off. Well, it's also going to be a 237 cabochon. What's interesting is this is not labeled as a star sapphire, but it is quite clearly a star sapphire. I mean, it's trying. You see it right there. And so, fascinating stone. Royal blue color, 9 points in diamonds. They'll be right down the midpoint of the sides there. So down the center of the band, and then get ready. We got one only. This is so heavyweight. You're going to love the way this feels, because I always talk about this, and I don't know if everyone knows what I'm talking about. There are certain metals that are more dense than others, and 18 karat gold and platinum are the two most. So even when you're looking at it going, okay, well, it looks like a wide band, and let me see it on her hand, and then I'll be able to gauge it. Well, yes, but then it's going to give you probably a little more weight than you're even expecting because of the density of those metals. So it's not even about necessarily, obviously, a gram weight's what you're going to feel, but it's got this great prestige to it, this great feel, and that's missing in a lot of the jewelry of today. So we're so excited to bring it to you, and it's going to be a huge value. And Marianne, we got your request next, by the way. This is going to be $999. We'll send it out fast. It's what we got to do. We got a lot of great jewelry, but I'm anticipating a lot of requests. I really hope we can get a lot of requests in tonight and show you every one of them. Oh, Marianne, I like your style. We've got the prettiest Mahenge Spinel designer ring. Oh, I love this one. This is a mounting that I think we need to do more. But those, you kind of know if you love this next mounting, Marianne, you know you are kind of a designer lover, like you like stepping outside the box a bit, and yet it's one of, I think, the most attractive rings on. So we'll show it next, and then we got to move. So $999 turns into $899. How about 30 seconds on that one? And for my critter jewelry lovers, I've got a bird sitting on a branch, and that bird is done in turquoise and diamonds and even a black diamond. Speaking of black diamonds, there is one larger black diamond that made it into a ring, and I'm talking huge, 4 karat plus in size. So looking forward to that as well. And then there is another star sapphire if you want no yellow gold. We've got a platinum piece, so all white metal with a star sapphire tonight as well. All right, so Marianne, we've got 7 seconds till we show you your fabulous opportunity and your request, and I certainly hope it's this specific style because this is a good one. That is, first of all, pear-shaped Mahenge, super neon. This is like this cool, think of it like a V on its side, and really wait till you see it, because obviously we're seeing it kind of a peer down look. Wait till you see it on the hand, how this looks. I think there are certain styles that just look so attractive on the hand. I mean, more so than they even look just sitting here. This is one of them. It's item number 1127056. Certainly stands out. Also works in a variety of ways as far as on the hand, like how you're going to wear it. So that's also crucial to remember. I think that's nice to have versatility there. We've got 1127056. It's our 96 pointer. So that is a really good size Mahenge Spinel. Of course, may not be if you're talking about amethyst or quartz stones, but it is when it comes to these really, really important Spinels. You know, these didn't come in very large sizes. The rough was small, so that means that the stones, when all is said and done, are also tend to be a little bit smaller. You just don't readily find big stones available. So 96 points is actually really big. And you've got the diamonds as well. I know I've got a diamond weight. It's 15 points. That's going to be one side of that mirror finish. Yes. Of course, we'll show the amethyst one more time here, a little late arrival here, and then we are, you'll be spotting, I'm gonna wear those, I'm gonna put on 4 carats in yellow diamonds tonight. Yeah, I'm just gonna be wearing that on my right hand for you to catch a little peek of here and there throughout the show. Here is, once again, sorry Marianne, we just have a question about that one. We're gonna see it one more time, but look at that stone. The way this heart shape is cut, it's got an interior like a trillion. It is completely brilliant. Then you get the checkerboard faceting, so the surface is gonna give you shine as well. You're not just relying on the inner facets here. Instead, you're seeing that surface shine, which I just think makes it so dynamic. It also is that elongated style. Remember, up here is your bail. That's your bail. And I'm actually looking now, sometimes they do a little bit of open work. I would say there's not enough open work behind the heart shape, unless actually if you have a real small, wait a minute, if you've got a smaller chain with a smaller closure, you might be able to. I know this is intended to be the bail over here on the left, but yeah, you could probably put your smaller chains and your smaller findings through the basket behind the heart shape as well, and then you could wear it where the heart is upright. So that's $6.99, and then we'll go right back to Marianne's request, but again, that was a quick flash there, and so that's really, really stunning, and thank you if you get it. $6.99, got that one way down for you so that it could be under $700. Yeah. On the hand, okay, so they need the whole presentation again? All right, you got it. Here we go on the hand again. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. Remember, that was 1.5 inches. It was actually, I think, slightly more. I don't know if I can get real specific here with the ruler, but let's take a look here because it is, yeah, it's a tad more than 1.5 inches if we're getting really, really particular. So just a touch. And then we'll show it on the neckline again so that you can see what that one's all about. That's what it looks like from a distance. And then, like I said, if you got a smaller chain, you can pop it right through that fabulous amethyst portion, and then you could have it upright. So either way you want to wear it, but we'll go back on down to the close-up and give you another look at that. That'll be $6.99. It's definitely longer and larger, and yet it feels really fresh. It feels like, you know, that's sometimes heart shapes, again, they can be very serious, and they can be very, we know they're a classic, but they can be a little bit sometimes juvenile. I think this is really taking a heart shape to the couture level, and it has a lot to do with the quality of that amethyst. So back to the merengue we will go here. This is that gorgeous merengue ring, and you're going to see this one on next. So as we were saying, just under a carat here with the 15 points in diamonds. The diamonds are really intended to be an accent on the one side, but here is most importantly how it looks on the hand. And of course, different ways to wear it. Really, I've experimented with this ring on various fingers of the hand as well, but you see how very squared off on this side, and then you've got those angles that come to the point on the other. So it really looks fantastic, doesn't it? And that's one of the brighter merengues you will see. Really looking so fabulous, isn't it? That's a really cool stone. And I've really experimented with it every which way. So pinky, ring, middle, index, you can wear it anywhere. So feel comfortable doing so because it's not going to be sitting up too high. But that one's going to be, oh, we're going to take it under $2,000 for a 1 carat Spinel. Not something you're going to see very often, certainly, to go under $2,000. We're making it better than 19, better than 18. How about we send it on out here tonight for only $17.99? Another great opportunity where a $15.99 price will be the ticket instead. Big 4 carat plus black diamond. I mean, I cannot wait. There's very few rings that have 5 carats in diamonds. I have one tonight. I have a ring that's going to give you almost 5 carats in diamonds. Oh my goodness. So really excited about that one. Also have some yellow diamond bands that are last call. Pretty much everything is last call because you're seeing, you know, how this event works by now. One of a kinds. If they stick around, well, we're going to keep them and then melt them down. We keep them for the night. They melt down the following day. Helps us make new jewelry going forward more affordable than what it would be if we went by the $3,400 an ounce gold pricing of today. So let's get to our next band, and let me know, Marianne, if that's not what you're looking for. We can always go back to the drawing board and try to find you something that'll work, but that is pretty special when it comes to a large merengue. And then face up, you see that great color there. So that is going to be 1777, by the way. I do 1777, by the way, so that it gets down to a nice, like, round number. So 15, yeah, so let's do 1777 just so I make sure everyone knows what the price tag is so that we can clarify. I don't want any confusion in the phone bank, and that'll be $15.99 at checkout, okay? So that's why that helps to save you. $17.99, it's going to still be over $1,600 then. So by taking it lower, makes sense. You go even lower. We like that. So let's get to this final call on this yellow and white diamond band, and then I think we're verifying the amethyst and the merengue, and then this one. Oh my goodness, we have two, and I'm going to show them both because I would highly recommend You may want to get both and stack, because why not? That would be a really cool way to do a ring guard. I would say it's item number 111. That's 9497. Woo-wee, that's the zigzag band with that really enormous, you got the bigger diamonds first of all, you got the bigger white diamonds, and then what they do is they add the really large, fabulous yellows. The yellow diamonds are going to be all bezel set, so they're already large, 20 points each, or 20 points total, and then they look like they're even larger thanks to that bezel. So this is a really fun style to get, and it looks so cool on, and even though a lot of you are probably saying, but wait a minute, the band is supposed to be straight. Bands are always straight bands. Well, it's so much fun to step outside the box and do something a tad different. And also another ring that works thumb ring to pinky and anywhere in between because of the way it sits on the hand. Really comfortably, really easily, and yet it's going to be so much prettier when it's on the hand because you really see the zigzag with those diamonds that look almost like they're floating on their own. It's 111.94.97. It's going to be our 20 points in the yellows, and per ring you're going to have the, double check it there, 5 yellow diamonds. Here's what it looks like on. I will attempt to stack if you don't mind. Why not? Just to show you in case, since there are 2 identical pieces, might be something you are going to consider here. But that's what it looks like. So you can see it's not a small wimpy little ring. It's got a big size to it and big presence, and then you can see it actually looks as if it goes eternity style on you. But you know the problem with eternity bands, they're not always comfortable and you can never size them. So that is a problem. Now I know we're sizing for you, but has anyone ever had a chance to maybe look at a ring and go, you know what, I've decided I want to wear that on a different finger. So you need to get it sized like years from now. Or maybe you decide to gift it to somebody in the family and they have a different ring size than you did. So I like the idea that, you know, if ever need be, you can size it as you needed, and that's what this allows you to do. But because we went more than halfway around, still gives you the ease of making sure that you get a chance to size it if you never need to, okay? We size it out the door, of course. So when it arrives, you're good, ready to wear. And then this is what fun it is to stack. You might think, well, I don't know, is it going to stack really well? Oh yeah, it does. And yet you still really see, I mean, you can do a number of things with the stacking, but look at that. And those are 2 different sizes, and yet they're stacking really well together. And I'll make it affordable enough to where if you love this look, you can do it, because it used to be $29.99. Tonight, different story. It is nowhere near that $3,000 price tag. It would be actually really cool with something in between it as well. Maybe you want to use it as that new, fresh, updated ring guards, but how about those 84 points in diamonds? Giving you a carat 04 total weight here. Pretty magnificent. Finished really nicely as far as the inside goes too. As you can see, it does go over 3/4 of the way around the ring, so that's also important, and yet a huge value up and coming here. Let me know if you'd like 1 or 2. Obviously, you want to be a little bit more speedy on the phone lines if you are thinking about getting both together, but we're going to take it even lower than $2,000. Sure. How about better than $1,000 before your discount? It's $999. That's going to be an extra $100 off as well. If you'd like to take advantage of that one, and I hope you will, because that's our last look at it. And those diamonds, being that there are 5 yellow diamonds, that means 4 pointers. But looking about double, usually a bezel setting allows a diamond to look usually about double. So it's really an exciting time to get what looks like really enormous yellow diamonds. And they are in the yellow diamond world, but you've got ease of wear, you've got really beautiful with the zigzag, love the difference there, and just so much more interesting than maybe the band that everybody else wears all the time. Granted, we love them. We love a good classic band, but it's nice to have something a little bit more unique sometimes, and that is it. And again, thumb ring, pinky ring, however you want to wear it, we're taking care of the sizing for you, so you don't need to worry a thing. Did we hear from Marianne, by the way? Did we get any feedback from Marianne on the Spinel? No? Okay, so Marianne, if that's not what you're looking for, please let me know. I hate to leave you hanging there. Maybe it's just not the ring she needed. And then how about the amethyst? Is it gone? Amethyst is, oh, well, thanks for letting me know. All right, so the amethyst is gone. Congratulations on that one. And then we're going to show the huge black diamond, which is brand new right now. So we'll get to that 4 carat pluser. It's just up. The last time I had a 5 carat band, it was $6 grand. I had a 5 carat bracelet the other day, $6 grand. Guess where those are? They found their homes. They're sold. This could be the best looking black diamond I have ever witnessed. And the beauty of it is, because sometimes if you're going to wait, it's opaque though, so how am I going to ever get a bad black diamond? It's kind of an interesting question, because we don't grade them for clarity because you can't see anything through it. Well, what we have here is an enormous, 8630 is the number, it's going to be brand new right now, 4 carats 08. You know, I don't care how brand new it is, I don't care if it was just completed an hour ago, it is still getting a discount, this one will. So if you need a larger black diamond and 77 points in the diamonds around it, Kathy, we've got your bracelets coming up. Last call on those bracelets, we have them for you. So stick around, and then here we are with the 408 plus the 77 points, so getting really close there to that 5 carat diamond mark altogether. And then this double halo wraparound swirl, and that's really cool too. So let's take a look at it. Again, there's always going to be a surface shine. There's a luster to these black diamonds instead of clarity. So clarity doesn't happen. They're opaque stones, but you see how it's got kind of a almost like metallic mirror-like finish. Think of like if you ever seen sometimes those old vintage mirrors, they do a treatment on mirrors back in the day. You used to see mirrors that were like vintage and they'd have like a little bit of almost a metallic look to them, almost like a treatment to them. That's kind of what is the surface of this black diamond. It's going to give you incredible shine, and it's going to be a huge discount right now. Even though brand new, we love it. It's going to be $49. Well, actually, I'm going to take $49.99 and make it a lot more affordable and reasonable for you. It's as simple as we can make it. It's a big night to shop. We would love to have your requests so far. 2 requests have come in. That's great to hear. You're more than welcome to chime in as well and get your favorite piece up here. We'd love to do that. There's nothing more we'd love, especially early goings of Friday night before everybody's gathered. It's a really good time to get that perfect look at whatever you need to see. And here we go. $19.99 on the black diamond. So almost 5 carats in total there, and a major $19.99 discount plus your $200. We'll gladly take off of that price to make it even better. $17.99 if you'd like to get it. And then don't forget, if you want an ultimate stiletto style drop, we have got them. Man, do we have a good stiletto style for you. Stiletto style we have not seen in years. It is also a 1 carat plus diamond weight and really lengthy, very much, I would say, perfect as if you're starting to think about get-togethers and getting excited about fall and winter time and the holidays that start to come around. Well, you might need the perfect dressed up earring. We've got them. All right, so black diamond gone. Thank you so much. And then here we go with the bracelets. Okay, so Kathy, I have 2 that are of similar styles here. And I don't know what size she wears, but the good news is these are pretty forgiving because they're bangles, so they fit really anywhere between a 6.5 and 7-inch wrist on these 2. Okay, we've got 2 options. One kind of feels like the ID bracelet style, that's 7834, and the other feels more like that very designer clover, which also is very popular. Now, they're both done in 14 karat solid yellow. They stay in the yellow gold. What we need to know is which one do you like better, because I can guarantee you they're both going to go out, and they are not a flexible style, even though they're a flexible style. What do I mean by that? I mean they don't expand, but they actually flex. So what they do is they're really easy to get on and off, because every single one of these segments you see along the side, those are all hinged. So it's got this great memory wire inside. So it's going to give you this real ease of putting it on and taking it off, but then it still latches in the back for full security. I've always mentioned with these, you don't have to latch it. I find that because it's got the memory wire that finds its shape and really does mold to your wrist, it's one of those that if you did have a bigger wrist size and you're falling in love with my value here, you can still take advantage of it and wear it. You just wouldn't fasten in the back. But that doesn't mean it's going to fly off your wrist. It will not, because there's only going to be so much opening. Think of the way we wear cuff bracelets. If you ever had a cuff bracelet, you know they're usually open either front or back. So what they do is the same kind of concept, is they have the shape that's wrapping around your wrist so that they stay where they should, even if they don't have a closure. This does, but I like to let you know that you don't have to utilize it if you don't want to. So it just gives you a little bit of flexibility as far as who can wear it, what size wrist. I've even joked before that, you know, some of you might take me up on it. You might even wear it as a bangle, because, or rather as an anklet, because it's one of those that would even work on an ankle. So because again, it doesn't need to close and it's not going to go anywhere. So you've got that option too. But let's take a look at this one more time. And we've got 2 options here, one of a kind each. Here's the 49 points in diamonds. And then the back side has actually 40 points in diamonds. That'll be 1127690. And they are, again, for the average size or a little bit smaller. Either way you want to go there. And they're both in yellow gold. They stay. They'll go right out to you on Monday morning. But they're not going to be, let's talk about what they're not. $5,000, definitely not. Everywhere else, definitely yes or more. We're going to go even lower. How about under $2,000 on a solid gold bracelet? Not easy to do. We're making it even more affordable than that. I'm going to show you how these look on the wrist, because they're really fabulous. And I'll tell you, that's the center back where it hinges and has that little button. We're going to go lower than even $19.99. Yes, we are. A $2,000 price tag for a bracelet today is incredible. But you're going to save a bundle beyond that. We're going to go even lower, not 19, 18, 17, or 16. Welcome into Friday night. It's about as free as jewelry gets in the fine jewelry world. It's fine, it's practically free, it's Friday night, we get to celebrate, we get to party, and this is how you've got a look here from a distance away. Are these not some of the most cool stackables as well? About the same size there, so you can see how those are gonna look. If you wanted to stack them together, you could. That'd be a fantastic idea, but you can see how that's gonna look size-wise and how that's gonna look with that kind of like that beautiful, almost like that ID style, it really is. And we've had our fair share of ID bracelets, haven't we? With those really fine styles, but this is going to be even better. And not even 16. I'll make them 15. You know what? Not even 15. Let's go even lower. It's Friday night. We're here to move some jewelry, here to kick off your weekend the best way we know how. How about $14.99 for the bangle? That's going to be it. One of each there. And of course, about $150 off. So they'll be $13.49 instead. And thank you on that black diamond. Enjoy that one. Congratulations there. Also, we have a tremendous blue zircon, one of our best in the blues, a blue zircon and a really elegant mounting. I do, if anyone's curious about how big we can go in a tansy tonight, look at this Tanzanite in yellow gold with the yellow diamonds. Wowza. That's a good one there. And then we've got the drop earrings. Everything's limited though. We're going to get to our chameleon wheel in a little bit as well. So that's going to be exciting for you. And it is last call on those bangles. So I'm striking on requests so far, but hey, Kathy, if those are what you're looking for, or if not, please give us a call so we can find you. I know we've got probably 1,800 bangles to choose from, at least in our collection. So we can probably bring you just about anything if those are not what you're looking for, but certainly very affordable for what a bangle should be these days. Oh, and my imperial topaz lovers. Well, hey, Dale, how are you tonight? Let's take a look at what Dale was asking for here. We've got Dale's hoop earrings. These are so sweet. They are. Sweet is a really good term, I think, because they're really wearable, they're giftable, and they're also men's or ladies. So either way, but it's item number 1110411. Apparently, we only have one in yellow gold. So yeah, these are going to be quick to go. Please dial in early because we don't see a lot of hoop earrings that are this affordable. Let me give you that update. And it's $9.99, but I'm going to do better so we can really send these flying out of here. Let me know which bangle you prefer of those two designs we had for you, and we'll make 13 points in diamonds. Again, this is about gold. You know, it's so funny. I had this conversation a couple hours ago with our inventory department about, well, you know, like they're talking to me like I don't know about gold, and they're going, you know, gold mountings by themselves go for thousands and thousands of dollars, regardless of if there's a 10-point stone or a 20-carat stone. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of know because I make jewelry every day. And yeah, it's true. It's like we have to look, and my point is we have to look more at just the diamond weight here because there's still a really beautiful, large gold earring here. There's a gold hoop that's reversible. We actually did it so well in the back that you could wear it reversed or you can wear it with the diamonds up front, however you want to do it. There's a little bit of white rhodium. So the truth is, even though they're in yellow gold, they're going to feel a little bit like two-tone because the white diamonds are actually set in the white rhodium. So that's kind of a nice little extra there. And they're going to be a ½ inch, so that's a pretty classic style to get. And I know we love a good value on a hoop. Oh no, don't sell them at $9.99. We already got some verifications going on at $999. Wait for it. We're going even lower than that. This is your night. Shop them as you can get them. Yellow gold. You know what I'll do? Make them better than even $499. Isn't that what they were like 8 years ago when we first made them? It's been a while, as you can probably tell by that item number. It's been a long, long while. Well, we're going to take these even lower. I think this will stand as our most affordable hoop in stock. I know the Huggies that were a 1/4 inch. Listen, most people can't wear the 1/4 inches. The 1/4 inches don't work for everybody. I have more people going, yeah, the 1/4 inches, I just don't have enough lobe space for those. So this is really where you go to be safe, especially if you're gifting, because, you know, not everybody has a lobe that's going to support a 1/4 inch. So really, this is a style that tends to be where I say is safe to give as a gift. And that's the reversible aspect. So you can see how they look in gold or in diamonds. Yeah. Got it. When you say that, you don't mean the florals, you mean the ID style? Yeah, you got it. So the ID bracelet is gone. And then here's what we'll do instead of $499. Hinge closure, snap-in style, straight post as you can probably see. Easy to put on. I popped one on really quickly here for you so you can see how they'll look from a distance away. And piercing coverage. What I mean by that is piercing coverage. There's diamonds that go higher than the post itself, so you're not looking at your piercing. The piercing is there for function, not fashion, right? We don't need to see the piercing. We want to see the gorgeous, gorgeous diamonds. And so they're going to be $399. Thank you, Dale, for the request. I'm so glad we have a really affordable hoop for you tonight. And just, again, one of our best in affordability right there, because anything else more affordable, it's going to be that little itty bitty quarter incher, which are just true huggies, which don't work for most people. So this is a great way to go to have that everyday style if you're leading the most casual of lives and you want to make sure that your earring is never too much and it's never feeling overdone and you can give it with ease as well. Do it now with that one. All right, let's go back to the close-up here and we'll see who's got them, and then we're going to be marching on throughout the Friday night here. I've got a little curb link style for you too. That's going to be fun. A little curb link action. I got this cute little curb link ring that I love. Looks like I designed it, but I didn't. It's just made and modeled after my own. Yes. What's that? Well, we have one of the bangles. We have the one with the little florals, the very Van Cleef one. That one's here. Do you need me to flash it so we can see it again? The bangle that is still here is this one. This one right there. That one with the beads of gold and then the florets, the little florals, those little segments of 4. Yeah, there's actually 2, 4, 6, 7 different flowers across the way, okay? 7 flowers, 4 stones, 28 stones in total. That's what it looks like from a distance away, just to give that a quick, brief look. That's the only bangle that's left. Who wants the hoops? Andy's got hoops maybe, all right? Or bangle? That's the only bangle left. We're back to the hoops here at $3.99, minus 10% off. How fabulous is that? And who wants our little birdie? The little birdie on a branch. Black diamond, white diamonds, turquoise. Look at that. That's coming up. We'll do that for you as well. I think we're caught up on requests for the moment. Also have a really good imperial topaz ring. I do. We got a really big superstar. The color is gorgeous, saturated and beyond. So we'll see. I think that last bangle I think the last bangle is here. That floral one is still here. Hoops may be gone. Was that Dale? Yeah, oh good. So glad we had that for him. All right, thank you so much. And then here we go. This is going to need a little zoom back, but I think this is one of the cuter ones. 9752 actually. Going on memory here, I think it's 9752. And it's he feels not as much like a parrot, maybe subtle. I don't know, our bird experts will chime in. I must admit, it is not one of my areas of expertise. But it is a 222 Sleeping Beauty. That's what I love about it. These designs are really open to interpretation. We see another black diamond here as the eye. We've got our 222, 23 points in the diamonds. Those are the white diamonds, and there's a 7-point black diamond. That's an individual stone. So that's really cool. So here we go. Really fabulous opportunity. It's a one only here on this one, so you do want to keep that in mind. Most everything I have tonight is. So always, if you're going to err on the side of caution, you're always going to be dialing in really, really early. I need to recommend you do that here for me tonight. Otherwise, you're missing out, and then I can't make these pieces again. So the white diamonds are at the top of the head there, kind of his feathers along the top of the head, and then also the tail feathers below. The texturing through the feathers and through the beak and through the bark texture of his branch is all pretty impressive. And yet it's going to be our 30 points in diamonds altogether, but we always like to break it down. Stays in the yellow gold, hidden veil behind it. There's your turquoise solid through and through. Okay, Tracy, I knew somebody would chime in. Somebody's going to say, okay, I know what it is. It's a bluebird, sure. Well, that seems kind of obvious, right? Should I have known that? It's a bluebird because it's got a blue Sleeping Beauty turquoise, maybe. But again, whatever you want it to be, it's for our critter jewelry lovers. We don't have many critter designs left. I think there's an alligator, but he's a brooch. And look at this. Take a look at that on the hand here. I'll give you a size reference. We'll try it on because it is going to have your favorite chain behind it. And so you've got this really, really good look. Man, I can't wait till the days when I'm like retired and I can just spend time bird watching. That sounds very like super like relaxing. Just really, truly. I don't know. I've got birds outside my house, but they're like all crazy. They do crazy things. I went to leave the other day. You know, of course, I was rushing off to a very, very important meeting. There was a bird in my garage. And I spent, in stiletto heels and a pretty tight cocktail dress, I spent about 35 minutes trying to shoo this little bird out of my garage with a broom, a long-handled push broom, no less. I couldn't have had one of those easy, like little compact brooms. No, I had to use the big push broom. I was going, what in the world? He had a bird brain, let's just say that. I mean, he had a lot of wide open space, and he just did not want his freedom. He just wanted to come live with me. That's all there is to it. But that is going to be, you can see there, it's 1.25 inches top to bottom. We'll show it on the neckline as well, so you can see that one. And how he got in there, I have no idea. But that is, yeah, that's what it was. So he was really kind of fun, but this one's much prettier, and probably smarter as well. That's going to be, let's make it $6.99 first caller with that big turquoise. And hey, if you just want it for the turquoise, that'd be your value. $6.99 turns into $6.29. I can't help but think about what a 222 turquoise should go for on its own. That's pretty amazing. So for our bird lovers, our critter jewelry, I'm not even like a fan of birds necessarily. I don't know if a lot of people go, I love birds, but you know what? If you like cool jewelry, I think that all these critter designs, I mean, we have snails, we have turtles, we have, like I mentioned, the crocodile, we've had penguins, we've had so many, we have the sea lions, we've had so many cool critter pieces, and I don't think you have to be like a super fan of the animal itself to love great designer jewelry. It's just, these are the fun conversation pieces that really take your jewelry collection up a notch. So I think it's fabulous. We'll see who's got it. $6.29. Here's my little link ring. Another onesie here for us. I adore this ring. I think I might just need to break down and buy it if you don't. But it's got this cluster that looks like a solitaire from a distance. It's going to be 1123,149. And it is a 28-point diamond weight among that cluster of 7. So it's still going to look like a solitaire when you see it from a distance away. We've got our 28 points there, 4 points each on those diamonds. That sounds familiar. We had the 4 points individually on the yellow diamonds in that zigzag band, which is still available if you'd like to get it. But this is the way you get the sweetest curb link. The curb link really is tough to do. Take it from me. I designed a whole line of curb link jewelry right here on this show, and yet it's really a challenge to do curb links and still make it look like a curb link. Does that make sense? Because it's kind of, again, it's a chunkier link in general. So if you're doing it on a smaller scale, like in a ring, especially where it's more the band and the accent here, it's really tough to accomplish it where you still read it as a curb, if that makes sense. This one really does look fabulous. Those 7 stones, it's only just, again, oh, this has got a new markdown price. I love it. And if you want to find your newest, latest, greatest pinky ring, I think it would be perfect for that. Look at that. There it is just on the, I like to start here always for scale so you can really see, in comparison to every other ring we have, but you can see there how lovely it looks and how it does. It looks like one big diamond. If it was, it'd be about a 1 carat or so in a solitaire, but instead we've made it a little more affordable by putting the multiple round brilliants together. And you've got it better than $9.99. Sure it is. Yeah, we got to make it a lot better than that. If we're going to move jewelry on a nearly free Friday, here's the day. You got to pick out a piece. We got a lot of brand new. We've got some great top of the hours. We're taking requests. Most of what I've shown you tonight has been a request. Want to keep those going as well all night long. We've got 2 hours and 24 minutes. We should keep those requests going. But let's make this better than, I think, any gold ring I have in stock. If we were to put together, and I know this is hard to imagine because we don't have them, but if you imagine, or if you have seen, or maybe you've been shopping elsewhere or looking around elsewhere and you've seen somebody do like a plain gold band. Have you seen a plain gold band? What it's going for right now, if it's solid gold, not a plating, not a mystery metal, but solid. If it's a solid gold band, what is it going for today? Think about how pricey they are. Without any details, without any design structure, and without any VS diamonds. And here is under 1,000 already. It's certainly going lower than that. Watch this value happen. We'll take it even lower. How about, I was thinking 777 again so we can get it under 7. We're going to do better. Let's make it even better than $6.99 on the air. We're going to go extra 10, of course. But first, we got to make it $599 instead. About $60 off. So a $539 price tag, and we'll wait till it goes because that is just fantastic. 28 points in diamonds in that section together like they are. Fabulous, isn't it? And it's only $539 if you want to get it for a band with diamonds. It's gorgeous. And yes, that's going to be a special one there. So here we are. $5.99. Let me know 30 seconds on that one, and then I'll tell you what's upcoming is the big imperial. Look at that imperial. That's imperial. I know it doesn't look like imperial. Imperials are usually yellow or maybe a little bit orange, but that is a pink, pink, pink in the imperial in that gorgeous wide band designer style. Love it. We're also going to see Kunzite here. We're going to see the rubelite. I have the largest fire opal We should literally have a guessing game. I remember I'm just having a flashback when I was a kid where we used to shop for groceries. During the holiday time at the checkout line, they would have usually a big, it'd usually be like a big jar, like one of those big like cookie jars that you'd see on the counter of your kitchen, or maybe an industrial kitchen, and they'd fill it with something like jelly beans or marshmallows, and then they'd have a contest and you'd have to guess. And obviously really tough to even make an educated guess of how many of those jelly beans are in that huge jar. And then of course they'd let you know in a week if you got close. And you know, you win a cute prize. Well, this is where I feel like we could do this on this next gem. This next gem, take a look at this. That's pretty big. You see a lot of rings. We just saw a great band. Look at that size. Now, I can already, for those of you who are going, oh, she can't trick me. I know gems. I've learned through the years. I know what to expect. Certain stones look a lot bigger than they weigh. And those would be the less dense stones like opal. This is an opal. It's a fire opal. Look at it this way. On the hand, even more evidence here to make your educated guesses. What do you think? You see a couple hundred rings on my hand a night, 5 nights a week. What do you think? Well, 3 nights and 2 mornings. What do you think? That looks like a 20 karat stone, maybe more. That stone is 8 carats 83. Maybe of all the deceiving opals out there, maybe the most, where you've got so much size for that carat weight. That's an 883. I know, not for everybody, but it's gigantic. Couldn't help myself, just wanted to show it to you. If you really, really want to splurge and get the very, very, very best fire opal we've ever had, you're looking at it. It's brand new. It's 112-7900. We'll zoom back just a touch here. That is just wild. And you know that's our signature mounting. That's the one that we see a lot of other big stones in, but those big stones are usually what? 15 carats. This is our 883 with a carat 11 in diamonds as well. Got such a tremendous look here with that color. It has that bright cherry red. I would say you're not seeing much in the way of oranges there. You see any? You see any yellow? Dingy, hazy yellows? Murky yellows? No, I don't see that. Do you see any orange? No, I don't see that either. That's how you know it is top quality in your fire opal, because it's not a red like a ruby. It's not quite that, although I think that's what most people would suspect upon first glance. I think you just imagine ruby. But you see how cherry red is vibrant too. Take a look at it. It's a really, really good stone, and yet divine, one of our best. I've seen a lot of good fire opals here. If you want the ultimate high level, that's when you got to call me on. Let's see if we can work some magic on this $99.99 ring. That's the inside. Look at that from the back. Even looks so good there. And you're getting all that big diamond weight. We don't always see a lot of big diamond weights with opals. Getting it there for you. So let's get to that imperial. Just wanted to show it. This one's just kind of a fantasy piece, and then this is gonna go. There's just nothing quite, we're talking rarity again, although we're going to an all natural, doesn't receive any help, can't give it any help, no treatment whatsoever. Imperial topaz, one source stone. This is 112-1803, and it's our carat 41 oval masterpiece. Isn't she gorgeous? With that beautiful bright pink, you see a little bit of golden glow coming right through. So a lot of people would look at that and go, I know what that is. That's a padparasha, because padparashas are known to have that pink and that golden orange together, and when they do, makes for the rarest sapphire on earth. Well, this, little different because it's even more rare. Well, sapphires have multiple sources across the world. Imperial topaz does not. It's all natural. Most sapphires out there get treatment like heating. This does not. So even though a lot of you are going, I've never heard of that, I don't see that at my stores, that's also, I think, very telling and a really good sign when you're looking for something a little bit higher end, a little bit more rare. It certainly is that. There's very few stones in this world that are ever going to give you the rarity that this stone does. And that's a fact. And it tends to be one of the more misunderstood because a lot of people just don't have it. So you don't see it a lot of places. You don't get a chance to own it a lot of places. We even, I would say, you know, it's not till recently when we've started to see these more pinky varieties, and are they ever popular? As they should be. And yet you're going to get this huge value. It's our carat 41, and it's got 79 points in diamonds, and it's going to be under a $2,000 price tag. Never should be, never would be. You're getting a lot of diamond weight. It's a wider band. Let me try it on. Usually we see this style with a pear shape. I love seeing it with the oval instead, like you're seeing here. You could also wear it on the middle or index fingers. I think that'd be a great look also. But it's not 19. Come on in. It's Friday night. Let's shop. Summertime Friday night with a lot of I'm sure there's some severe weather going on. A lot of people are getting some severe rain or maybe getting hot temperatures, whatever it is. Nice night to be in and stay cool and get the cool jewelry delivered. What do you think? Middle finger? Should we try it? Look at that. Stunning, isn't it? Wide band. Love the two-tone element, the yellow gold on the outside. That's going to then also resurface on the inside there. You see the halo? That's going to be the yellow gold as well. Oh, speaking of yellow, there's my yellow diamonds bands. I'm just deciding to sport over 4 carats in yellow diamonds tonight. Just decided if you can, you do, right? And that's what we're going to have tomorrow debuting for you. That's our 2 carat plus yellow diamond band that's new. But here is the Imperial, and one more shot at it here. Look at that. That's on the index finger. That's how I would wear it. Just looks, you get to appreciate, because that design goes about 75% of the way around. So when that's on the outside finger like that, you get to appreciate a lot of those design elements by seeing those different angles, which, you know, a lot of rings just don't go that far as bringing you all those details. So here we are. It's going to be better than, nobody likes it at 19. Well, you're definitely, I don't know. If that price doesn't do it, nothing may help. Or will it? We're going to find out. We're definitely going to find out. We're going to find out together right here and now. All you have to do is call. It's all you need to do. Call me if you love it. It's not going to be 19, 18, 17, even 16.99. This is a lot of gold. I know we don't care about gold, right? But we do. We have to start caring about gold. I know, but never needed to think about it until more recently. We're going, is gold really that? It can make a difference on a ring in thousands and thousands of dollars of difference on the same ring based on where it is now versus where it was just a year ago, or 2, or 5, or gosh, when I started in this business, gold was $300 an ounce. $300. I don't think I ever thought, I mean, that just speaks to longevity right there. Did I ever think I would see the day that gold would get to $3,500 an ounce? No. It's just really, again, something that I don't know if anybody expected it in the trade or not. But here we go with an incredible value where it's kind of the story here. It's the foundation of all of our pieces, but here especially. And it's not 15. No, it is $14.99. One caller only on that one. That's going to be gone in a hurry. And you're talking top quality, carat 41, oro preto as well. That's the thing there. It's also a really large center stone there in that oro preto material that is second to none on a rarity level, really is. So that is a beauty of a gem. So that's going to be it, guys. $14.99. I think we got probably a taker on that one, no doubt. $13.49, by the way, is your price to check out. It's amazing. So some pieces just have to go. That's one of them. It's priced to go. Even if you want to take out the stones, keep them and then melt the rest of it, you can do that. But that is the ultimate high level right there in gold, in diamonds, in workmanship, everything. That is amazing. So it's time. It's definitely time to pick out something special for yourself, and really, really, that for my Imperial lovers, or just, let's face it, if you're a Padparacha lover, you take that, because it really does. It looks like even better than most Padparachas do. It's such an incredible style. We're not leaving that here. Not at $13.49. We're not. That is too big a value. Big savings there. If you like a lot of gold like this, we can go a little smaller scale with a Sapphire, where there's still a lot of that open detail work. Have a blue star sapphire, a blue zircon. If it's going to take 20 minutes to sell every item, that's fine. But there's a passion I have for value, because I'm a shopper. Shopping is what keeps me going. I say it all the time. Shopping is my therapy. And I will tell you, if you are similar and you're going, yeah, but there's a lot of things to shop for in this world, that is true. But is there anything that gives you the therapeutic quality of shopping for fine jewelry when you get it for pennies on the dollar of what it should be? I really just don't think that there's anything that really compares to it. I really don't think so. I just don't think that there's such a great kind of high you get when you get such amazing quality and such a really inexplicable low price tag all working together. It is so special. So that's gonna be it, guys. No, it's still here. All right, well, we'll leave it here for another 30 seconds, see if it goes. I know it's early on a Friday, I get it, but that is just a wow factor. That's one that if you arrived tonight going, I'm not looking for anything in particular, and maybe you're thinking right now, do I have an Imperial topaz? That's one where you say, yes, I have to try this stone, because that is incredible. All right, we're gonna move. We gotta move. We got a lot to do. We got the Chameleons coming out. We got a great rubellite that's copper bearing. That's amazing. We've got a lot of stuff. I hope you'll get requests, and we had a little flurry of requests in the beginning. I sure hope we can keep some requests going here and find you what you desire, whatever it is, whatever you need. We can help. We are the place to be. We are the actual hub for fine jewelry. And I got to tell you, you can name a stone, and I bet you can't stump us. We're going to have it for you. So new sapphire ring coming up. This one's kind of fun. Different, fun. I love it. That just something about the rounds, the way it's kind of mixed and matched here. Nobody on this one. Oh, I know we want to melt it, but my gosh, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness, really? The Imperial. I go back, poor Gentile. The gentleman who owns the mine I work with, I've worked with for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. And I got to say, sweetest family. They run the Paraíba world. They run the Imperial Topaz world. If it's a Brazilian important stone, they run it. They have everything to do with every process of it, from the mining to the distribution to the wholesaling of it, everything. And I got to tell you, the owner of this mine would never have imagined seeing a carat 41 sell for a price like this. I mean, it is, whew, stunning. Okay, we keep going. We've got the new, oh, Kathy, I like that, gem therapy. That makes, well, gems, you know, gems have metaphysical properties, Kathy. They do. Every gem is said to have some metaphysical properties. What are metaphysical properties? Those are the properties where it's like there's a certain energy that natural stones usually provide, and not everybody believes in it, and that's okay too. And usually they do need to be, by the way, natural stones, meaning no heat treatment. The heat treatment's said to take away some of those metaphysical properties and benefits. So a stone like this would actually be known to kind of keep those metaphysical properties intact. So you're looking for pure natural stones. All right, so somebody help me from leaving that up there all night. I just love that ring. All right, so here's our sapphire, our new triple sapphire. And yeah, gem therapy, yeah, it's just whatever you want to call it. It's an amazing thing to own natural gems. When so few people in the world going forward, I think about this in, you know, how our world is changing. And I don't mean the world at large. Yes, that's always changing. But I'm talking about our little fine jewelry world. And I got to tell you, I think about this in such an interesting way, because I think going forward, just like, you know, now the kids of today don't know what a world is like they don't understand a world without cell phones or wwithout computers, whereas we do. I think most of us do. Kudos to you if you're younger than some of us, but I was around. I love the era that I grew up in, because I remember the days when we didn't really have computers readily available, and we didn't have computers in our pockets like we do today with cell phones. And I appreciate that I've seen so much of this advancement of the technological age in the last few decades, but to think that there are folks out there that, for example, won't understand what it's like to have TV in black and white, or to not have a computer, or all those things, right? I think about it going forward in terms of gems, and I think that as we are now kind of to that cusp where we're talking about future generations going forward, for the most part, are not going to probably have much access to natural gems anymore. It's really, we're on that teetering point right now. We're really at the apex there of the entire jewelry and gem world shifting a bit, where we're not expecting, there's not a lot out there right now in natural gems, natural diamonds, solid golds, precious metals, because remember, the gold comes from the ground too. Precious metals are also mined. I think we lose sight of that. We think they're like made up in a lab or something. They're not. They're not manufactured. They're also mined. So there's platinum mines and gold mines. So it's really just this is kind of becoming a lost art of fine jewelry. And I think we're such at a critical time here, where if you're getting jewelry now because you've loved it forever and it's what you know and what you love, I mean, I think about future generations, where if you're lucky enough to, you know, pass these down to future generations, they're going to get something very special. So 112-8848, it's platinum. It's a 2 carat 22 total weight here, and that sounds lucky, in your 3 blue sapphires. And it does have the 22, wow, deuces. Okay, 222, 22 points in diamonds. Okay, tapered baguettes, and should I make it 2222 for the ring? Probably not. 8848, well, at least wait for an item number to pop up. It's going to be a lot. There's pretty much twos across the board here. Besides 8848, all divisible by 2, we've got the 222 with the 22 points in diamonds. Wild. So now we just need to make it 2222 and send it out. Who wants the Imperial, by the way? I hope that one's gone. That should be out of here, but this is where, whoo, lovely. I even think for those Disney lovers out there, it could work. It kind of has, it could. I'm just saying, if you wore that to the park, that's what everyone would think. You got a custom piece there. But here's what we've got for you. I'm going to try to put it on my finger, even though it's way too small for me. Take a look at that. That's what it looks like from a distance there, so you can see how that's going to look. Just an interesting way to do your bigger sapphires there. Still good size in those rounds. Of course, we love that they are those dramatic rounds, and bright as can be. Not too dark, not too overly saturated. Let's take it on down below $1,500. Okay, we get away from the twos. We make it 15, 14, 13. Oh, let's just do it for $12.99. That way the twos come back. And what did you take over there, Joanne? Tell me. I'm sorry to interrupt. Did you just help someone shop for something? Oh, good. Please let me know, because otherwise I'm going to keep talking about stuff and then people get mad at me, because they do. I know, we like that. We like when people get mad at me. But no, don't mean to do that. So, yes, that one's gone. Who got it, by the way? Marilyn? Marilee. Hi, Marilee. Thank you so much. Well, we'll have it right out to you, and I hope you love it as much as I do and enjoy it and know you got something real special. All right, coming up, that's our Sapphire, $11.69 at checkout if you'd like to get that one. Here is the last of our bypass style with the tapered baguettes and round brilliants together. Yes, please. Now, it's always hard to show these. I'm so sorry. We don't have the most technologically advanced kind of lighting system here, but that's what they look like. So if you don't mind, I want to pick it up to show you how every one of those baguettes is clean, bright, and white. It is going to be 1128-504. That is a band that you can wear in place of more traditional bands or not. Low profile, easy to stack. I'd love to see this on the index finger. It's our 82 points in tapered baguettes and then 61 points in the round brilliant. So a 143 overall carat weight. Looks amazing. And wait till you see this on. And yeah, it's all finished on the back side here. You've got the white gold only on this one. It's going to be in that solid 14 karat. There is only one, so another candidate where last chance, last call, and that's the one and only, and I like that. It's the way the curve is done here. It's a true bypass, but sometimes we don't see that with more than just one row of stones. Here it's essentially 3 rows in stones, then meeting up more or less in the middle like you see, and it's, I'm so sorry, there's a size 7 only here, so it does have to work on your hand somewhere in a size 7. I do apologize, we cannot size this one. You understand when you've got settings like this, sometimes you don't want to compromise the setting. What that means is if you start to, it's almost as if you think about your teeth and the way they're set. And if you put that same set of teeth in like a larger mouth, how it wouldn't quite fit. That's kind of how you have to think about this. It's a weird analogy, but it's still how this works. So it's kind of a little behind the scenes on how certain pieces we cannot just size, because it really is going to essentially, it could essentially take away that beautiful seamless setting you're seeing of a channel, which is the channel where you see all those diamonds kind of sleekly running one into another, and how there's no gaps in it. So that's going to be really just a size 7. So you got to find a place on the hand you can wear it here. Here's what it looks like on the ring finger, and then I'll pop it on different fingers of the hand here so you can see it. But that's going to be actually down to $19.99 for a carat 43 in the diamonds. Of course, $17.99 instead at checkout with our 10% extra offer offering for you, and a beautiful way to get a larger diamond ring that definitely gives you, without being too wide in the back. So look at that. It's all simple in the back, all classic standard, but then look at it this way. I'll show it here. I love this on the index finger now. Generally, I want more like a 7.5 on the index finger. So there it is. That's how it looks there. Let's try it on the middle finger as well and see what you think of that. That's going to be a really, I mean, that's a good look. Now it's a little wider across the top, so it might even fit more like a 6.5. It's certainly doing that on me. So just a little heads up there. Definitely feeling a little bit more like a 6.5. So keep in mind that's because it's so wide across the top. When you have wider rings, they tend to fit a little bit more snugly. So that's just kind of, and not like snuggly, cozy, warm, like let's snuggle up together under the blankie. I'm talking about like snug and in a little bit of a more tight fit than you would expect a typical size 7 to be, because it's wider. So just something to keep in mind there. And then we'll get you that big Kunzite deal. We got a Kunzite, one of a kind, and a pendant. Big top of the hour is coming up in about 2 minutes, so not much longer here till we get to our big top of the hour. We've shown you a lot of great pieces. If you have any questions about any of them, pick up the phone, dial in. I hope we can help you. Usually there's very few questions I cannot answer about this jewelry, so let us know if there's anything you would like to inquire about. We've got those gorgeous new drop earrings coming up in a little bit. Also chameleons. The chameleon wheel we're going to show you. It's going to be not the kind of piece I like to show in a wheel, but in this case we've got such a big markdown. We're going to see those coming up for you as well, and it's all of our bigger chameleons, like 70 points and up. So rounds as well for the most part, all certified, and really spectacular designs as well. And we're going to do a huge blowout on one of the world's most rare and exotic stones. So that's going to be exciting, and a nice chance to pick those up if you've always wanted to get one. All right, so $17.99 on that one. Here is the very large, dare I see even maybe a little bit oversized on this Kunzite. 112-8425 is coming up next. That one is gone. Thank you very much. Enjoy it. This one does need my help. Isn't that right? That one's, forget how top heavy this stone is. So I'm going to be holding it here for you. It's got that great pointed design to that bail. It's going to be 112-8425. And that's a nice, very large presence on that 1229. 15 points in diamonds on one side of this mirror finish bail. So you've got the point. It just really takes the pear and kind of extends it. It's taking that whole pear shape thematic and giving you that long length here. Here's what it looks like from a distance away as well. So you can see what that's all about. Isn't that a stunner? What do you think? Great color saturation, more purple than it is pink. That's when you know you've got a great stone there. And here's the length, 1.125 inches, a little more than an inch top to bottom there for you. And we'll show it here on the neckline so you can see it that way and get a look at it there. And then of course get a sense of that size. We'll go back to the up close, get you a great price. Used to be $49.99. Better value coming your way. 1 minute left till hour number 1 is done. 2 hours left to go on our big Friday night. Get requests in if you have them. And let's make this $1,999 for the 1229. The big, impressive, important, really high end. It is stunning, isn't it? So that is one for the ages. And to get it for $17.99, I mean, let's not forget you're getting $200 off as well. That's pretty nice. So you've got an incredible look, a really wild moment here, and that's for my big Kunzite lovers, where typically those large Kunzite pendants, they run you a fortune. They really do. This one, I would not call $17.99 a fortune for a $12.29. That seems like a very promising value there for you. So that's going to be $19.99, one only there on the Kunzite. And again, bright purples, always, and I wish I had a normal one to show you. I think so often we lose sight when we see nothing but the best, nothing but the best, nothing but the best, time and time again. We lose sight of what actual Kunzite looks like. And I know, luckily, you have other networks to watch, which, you know, if they've got a Kunzite, I know it's a rare stone in general. But if you've seen one somewhere else, you're more aware of, okay, yeah, they're really pale usually, aren't they? Is that the same stone? Yes, it is. They're typically barely there pale pink. So awfully nice. Think pink diamond, but lighter. That's usually what Kunzites give you. So very nice to have that one in that saturation level. Hey, everybody, welcome to Friday night. Glad you're with us. 1 hour down, 2 to go. So glad you're here tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Lauren Blair. This is our big Friday night show. We called it Club TVON because it's Friday night. And this is where, I know, think of all those poor people that are out at the club right now or out to dinner at the movies. They miss out on all this great jewelry. So we hang out together, give you some big, big values on a Friday night. I'm just so glad to have your company. It's nice of you to stop by. Thank you for that. I'm going to show you our last call on some really, they're big designer earrings. They haven't been here in a while. We're going to show you these incredible styles. They're not for everybody, so caution. They will induce stares. They absolutely will. And they're going to be one of the trickier ones to set up because they're so long, and yet there's segments of 3. You've got 3 segments of diamonds throughout the earring. Starts with a little hoop in the mirror finish of the gold, and there we go, all the way on back. I've got yellow gold and white gold to show you. We are down to just our last couple of pairs. And for a lot of you that watch the show routinely, you probably have not seen them. And if you have, it's been years. They're not very often to come aboard, but this is our last look at them. Here's the other in the white gold. Look at how beautiful. This is definitely our longer earring. It's item number 1110389, and they're in the yellow gold too. So we've got them made up, ready to go. Obviously no sizing needed because there they go in the yellow. Love this. I'm going to keep the other one so I can show you a couple different perspectives on it, but it is our carat 03 in diamonds and 1110389. So it goes back a ways. I think you know that's going to deliver a big value. So here's what they look like from a distance away. And no, they're never going to flip or turn. They're never going to face the wrong way. All those diamonds are going to be straight up and down, what we call this great stiletto style, this long linear style that we have for you, starting with the gold hoop. I like that that's mirror finished, so still giving you some gold payoff there. And look at now, I know 2 3/4 inches not going to be for everybody, but certainly if you're looking for a little bit of drama in the best way, and you want to have something that is elongating and divine and really is just makes you feel like $1,000,000. My favorite earrings in the whole world that I own. And I love a hoop, but would you believe it or not? I've never shared this before. My favorite earring I own of all time, and I've had them since I want to say 2006 is when they came out. And they are a designer collaboration, and there's no diamonds in them, but what I love about them is the length. They're 4 inches long, and I can't get enough of them. And they are just iconic. And they are just, they're links, they're a series of links together. I just think they're the most impressive, and they really make a statement, and I cannot wear those earrings without getting insane compliments, and it's because of the length, and it's because ultimately it makes you look so good when you have that extra length near your face. So it's just that long linear style. Is it hitting here? No, it's not at all. It's just giving you that beautiful long drapey effect, that super flattering style, that still that clicking closure to that hoop, and then those are the three separate segments, but they're really going to sit straight up and down as one great long style. And a carat 03. Now this is last call. If you do want the yellow gold that I'm wearing, there's one pair. One pair, that's it. One. When they're gone, they're gone. Never to be seen again. And we always want the things that are already sold out, don't we? This is your last call in the yellow gold. Let's go back and take a look at both colors close up. I don't think it's a huge differential if you're choosing the white or the yellow, because really the only place you're seeing the gold is at that top hoop. So I think that's going to be versatile enough for you. And here we go with the most insanely good price, considering this is, I know those gold earrings I was just speaking of, they actually way back when they retailed for only $5,800. I say only because today they're selling in the marketplace for over $28,000, and they have no diamonds whatsoever. That is because of what gold's doing. That's what you see when gold goes up. How about all that gold stacked and layered in over 1 carat of VS diamonds, white or yellow only? Again, I'm sorry, I'm going to reverse that. It's the one in the white gold that we have. That's actually our more limited. So it's one in white gold, the rest are in yellow gold, which is good news because lately our diamonds have been super crazy popular in the yellow gold. We love when gold gets expensive. We love to show that off that we're wearing gold, not sterling. Because sterling is the alternative right now. That's what everyone's doing. Have you noticed there's like more sterling than ever before? Because it's the only way, even though sterling's valuable too. Not quite as valuable as all your other metals. Sterling has gone up as well, but that's in the sterling scheme of things. Sterling has nowhere near the price of gold. So you're seeing even diamonds today, even your lab growns and even your real diamonds. Most everything is set in sterling silver because it's the gold that's so expensive. Diamonds are pricey too, but it's about the gold. So by avoiding that, everyone's kind of turned to sterling. And this is still, again, a really good way to get your fabulous gold, get a great value. We don't need to worry about any of that because we got these old prices, putting them on sale for our big summer event and getting you the greatest discount of all time. And it will not be, I remember when they started way back when we debuted them, they were $29.99. That's not going to be your price tag. We get to go a lot lower. One in white, the rest in yellow, not many of those to go around. What do you want to do? I've got them for $19.99 sale price. I've had that price about a dozen times tonight in our first 65 minutes. Something about that $19.99 price, as good as that is on this very earring, it's not, you don't seem to be responding to that price tonight. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to make it a lot better than $19.99. A lot better. If you haven't dialed in, please do so. This is that holiday ready designer earring, all those events, the special events where you really want to look a little extra. You know, I always struggle with that because it's like, how do you look extra if you are somebody who, maybe you're somebody who does like to look your best every day, and every day you're doing the hair and makeup, and every day you're, you know, wearing a beautiful outfit, and you really do. It's tough to level up sometimes. I think that a lot of my ladies out there will identify with that. How do you level up for the special occasions? Because again, this is how, in my mind, you do it with jewelry. You do it with your accessories. You do it with fabulous jewelry. That's how you do it. And we're going to make this better than 19, 18, 17. You got to choose which gold color, but that's all you've got to choose. And it's going to be so incredibly affordable. Not 17. Over 1 carat in diamonds. Tons of gold. And not 17, 16, 15, or 14.99. This is the day to get them. This is the day. This is the day. And that gorgeous longer length, that beautiful doesn't tangle, sits right straight up front, keeps the diamonds facing forward at all times, doesn't twist, doesn't turn. You could wear them backwards if you want to because there's all mirror finishing in the back, just saying. It is a twofer. But we're going to take it even lower than 14 or 13. How about this? $1,299, and you get an extra 10% off with over a carat and so much gold. That can be gold that is, you know, $5,000 and $6,000 alone, as we discussed. And again, you've got the opportunity to get them for $1,169. One pair already gone in the yellow. Remember, that is the one we have a little more quantity on. It is the white gold that is down to the very last one. When that's gone, it's gone. We can only offer what we have here made up and ready to go, which is why it is also last call. I don't think those are ever going to be made again. So this would be your last and only shot to get those. And again, if you never dress up, you don't need those earrings. It's definitely not, I don't think it's, I'm not here to tell you what to wear when, but it's not your grocery store earring. This is that drama. This is the wedding. This is the night out. This is the holiday party. This is the seeing, you know, friends and family at the reunion. This is whatever, where you just, again, when you want to feel more elevated. Sometimes it is as simple as one pair of earrings or one piece of jewelry can be that instant wow factor, especially when everyone's used to seeing in one way, like if it's all about a hoop or if it's normally all about a stud. This is how you elevate your own personal style and you get a great look like that. So $11.69 if you'd like them. Let's give it a 60-second clock, then we'll move. We've got that big blue zircon coming up, and we do have a very large Tanzanite. I hope you're in the mood for a large Tanzanite tonight because we got a big one. 11 carats 13 with the yellow diamonds. We'll try to make a huge stone affordable. Look at that stone. That's awfully pretty. You know what that would look good with? I am thinking, what if we take the band that's debuting tomorrow? So yeah, I do have a 2-carat yellow diamond band tomorrow. It's our biggest. It's going to be our really limited out of all the diamond bands I brought you of late. And I've had a bunch. Let's face it. I've had a pear shape and I've had a cushion cut, but there's never been one of 2 carats in size before. So I'm looking forward to that, but it is also very limited. I'm wondering how those would look together. I think they'd look amazing with the Tanzanite. So there's opportunities to mix and match, play. I love a jewelry piece that plays with others well. That's always nice too, because it makes you, it extends the jewelry wardrobe. It allows you to have some fun and get some designer pieces and do some special kind of looks. I do have some new Diaspora earrings here that are pretty wild. We had our big Diaspora earrings go last night. Look at that trillion. Whoa, there's the trillion. And I'm going to have 20 carats per earring in those trillions. Wow, isn't that something? We got a 20 carat pluser on that trillion. And believe it or not, there's a match to that pair. So if you want the ultimate, I mean, they would, like, let's face it, we're going to all have to pool our money together for those. There's 41 carat 64 Diasporas. Look at that. In the trillion. And the purples and the greens, they're just fabulous, aren't they? All right, coming up, diamond earrings here with me. I will take those gladly. Those are a great gift idea, I think, for all my diva girls. Okay, so let's talk about this great looking Spinel. It's our merengue round. This is a beautiful floral ring. I'm so excited for this one. You guys love this ring, and I'm right there with you. We love a good floral. Florals are fabulous forever. We know that. But this is that wraparound design. So we do it in such a realistic way. 9114 is the number, and we're going to just have some fun with this one, okay? It's our big round merengue. Always nice to see the superstars in that wasteful cut, but it's paid off in the round because you get that amazing color. It's our 18-pointer and 82 points in diamonds. So this is not about one big center stone. It's about a center stone with a lot of color, but it's not about the size of the center stone. It's about all that stunning diamond weight, almost a carat worth of diamonds around it, in all that pave, floral, petal. You've got the stem there as well that is just so impressive how it wraps around underneath the floral, so you can actually have some fun stacking with this one as well. 18-pointer, 82 points in diamonds. You're going to choose your gold color. Let's go 0 to start, $100 increments. Let's just find out who's out there. We got the big Chameleon wheel coming up in a little bit. We are looking forward to that. We've got a Chameleon wheel. Got that big Tanzanite a little later. Our yellow diamond band is coming up tomorrow. I can't wait. We got 2 carats per band at least. Some of you are going to get 220 or 230. I love it. It's also radiance, which is really good. But this is 0 to start with $100 to win it. Why am I getting that feeling that $100, if we get it, might win it? It's because it's Friday in summer. That's why. And we're not going to have probably the biggest audience at 6:11 in the afternoon. So here we are, looking for $100. Nobody's got it. There's no reserve on this one. So if we get one bid, hopefully that bid is $2,000. But if we get one bid that's not, we still have to sell it. That's what no reserve means. That's what no reserve is about. So whatever it goes for, it goes for. I'm here to move jewelry. So really, regardless of what the cost of that piece of jewelry is, it's just about getting it from us to you. 60 seconds to get an open. We don't have one, so that's okay too. I don't know. I love giving away jewelry. It's my favorite pastime. Oh wait, I thought baseball was my favorite pastime. No, giving away jewelry is even better, especially when your team can't win a game. All right, so we have $100. Who's got it? Mark? Should I sell it to Mark right now, or do we have someone else trying to get in? Okay, Mark, hang on. We got a couple people trying to get in here. We can't get anyone in, though. Probably not the smartest thing to do with 2 operators, but I'm trying it anyways. All right, so we have $100, Thank you. $500 has been bid. Thank you so much. You got it, Suzanne. Suzanne's at $500. She's coming in with the big money bid because she knows 82 points in diamonds is worth about $2,500. $600 back to Mark. $700 back to Suzanne. We have two people going back and forth right now. It's any gold you want. It's any ring size you need. All of that is free, 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 free. There's still going to be 10% off, by the way. $800 over here. Thank you. A new bidder just jumped in. There's our 8. Oh, is it? Okay, well, you were a little bit late, so we have 800 over here already. So we're looking for 9, looking for $900 or more. And remember, you get a discount of 10%. And suddenly, our phone lines, they have calmed down a bit. We are at 8. Why things have calmed a bit, don't know. 900 has been bid. Let me try it on for you. There are 2 ways to wear it. First, see the stem that kind of wraps around and points? I'm putting it at the top now. We can switch it around and show it to you this way. Another way to wear it. And this has enough elevation to it where you could put something right next to it. I could probably pop on the yellow diamond band right next to it too. You could do that too. We have, who's at 9, by the way? Yeah, I know, but who is it? I know it's you, but do you have a customer on the line? Okay, who's that? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone sometimes. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi. We have $900. We're going to give it 2 minutes and sell it. That's it. 2 more minutes to go, and we will sell it. Now, I don't know where you're shopping for jewelry, but I know you're shopping everywhere for jewelry. Maybe let's rephrase it. You're not shopping, but you're looking. And I'll tell you, you know what? True story. Customer messaged me this afternoon. I was sitting here in the offices before the show was starting, and she messaged me and she showed me, she didn't say who it was, although I know. And she said, here's where somebody was selling this stone at this price. And you know what I told her? I said, buy it. Buy it. If it's real, buy it. Buy it. I said, buy it. It's a great deal. And she said, okay, I will. I literally said, buy that, because someone had a great deal. And she pointed out, she said, okay, good, I think I will. Buy it. Because I'm all about a value. I'm not going to, listen, there have been so many times where I've told people, like, they'll be looking for something we don't have, and I'll literally tell them where to go find it, at a competitor, at a store, at a boutique, at an online catalog, on a network. If we don't have it, I'll show you where. I'll point you in the right direction so you can get what you need. I'm just a shopper like that. You can shop with us or anybody else. Wherever you want to shop, I know you shop everywhere. But let me tell you something. 82 points in VS Diamonds. In a floral designer ring that's still wearable. It's not that huge oversized floral that you really have to save for a special occasion. This is a wearable floral style. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and borrow it for a second so you can see it here from all the way across the room, just to see it's not small and incy weensy teeny weeny where you're not going to find it, or you're going to need a magnifying glass to find it where she's wearing her new ring. It's beautiful, but it's not oversized. Yet you can wear it anywhere on the hand. You can stack with it, like I was saying. If you want to add, there's enough elevation to the actual floral with all those blooming petals. You can stack something next to it if you choose to. But we're at $900 with 1 bidder left, and it's Elizabeth, and that's my middle name. Hi, Elizabeth. Where's Elizabeth calling from, by the way? Do we know? Is she in Illinois? Or we'll find out. It's not. Ohio. Oh, is it Ohio? Wonderful. So, Elizabeth, here's the deal. We're going to give everybody else 2 minutes, just to be fair, if anybody wants to venture a bid. It sells in 2 minutes' time. When the clock hits 0, we sell it. The rest of everybody else out there is going, that is a deal. I could use a ring like that. I've seen florals out there that are tens of thousands of dollars. I want that floral with that extra special merengue spinel. It accomplishes 2 things. It gets you a lot of great diamonds, but it also gives you the ability to have a really good rare stone in your collection in the center that is so rare. So here it is one more time, and we're going to 2-minute clock it right now. So that is at $900. It will still be 10% off, no matter where it goes. And right now that'd be $90 off. Oh, I don't know why these auctions tend to kind of fizzle out here when we get into that, upper range of the triple digits, because that is a ring that's supposed to be $29.99 all day. Here it is at $900, your chance to pick it up. 95 seconds left to go. That is just to make the phone call. That is to get you potentially in. So this is incredible, is it not? And we have got $900 only for 82 points. This is amazing. And then the wraparound style and the beautiful bright, found in, and I'm talking discovered for the first time in 2007 mined out just a couple short years later, done, completely gone. And now you have, oh my goodness, this $900 value. It's amazing. We got 1 minute and 5 seconds left. Is anybody verifying? We have got a final 60 seconds to get you in, connected to us. Do it on the early side. There is a delay. So that's important as well to remember how important it is to dial in on the early side so you can get a chance to own something precious and special like this is. And we're at $900. And don't forget, we've still got those drop earrings verifying on those. Loving those drop earrings if you'd like to get them. 40 seconds remaining, and this is last call. We're looking for $1,000, which would still be $900. That's the crazy part. The next bid up, if you're going, oh, I wish I was in earlier so I could be $900. Well, guess what? If you bid $1,000 and you win, you take $100 off, so it'd be $900 at checkout. So you'd actually be paying $900 even if you have the next bid. And I'm just talking about the next minimum bid. I would love a $2,000 bid or a $2,500 bid, but that's probably not in the cards tonight. So now we get to sell it in 15 seconds and figure out who is going to get it. Do we have $1,000 with 10 seconds left to go? And then I show you the blue zircon, the absolutely awesome blue zircon that I have for you. Okay, last call. $1,000, do we have it? You got it? Sold. Congratulations. That is gone. Well done. Thank you. Here we go. Blue zircon. This does not need my help. This is just going to be a huge discounted price on a major 5799 stone. This is a really special 18 karat solid gold mounting. It is, 7 carats 88 in the stone size. Huge pear-shaped diamonds beside it, 63 points in the pear shapes, and we did not include any round brilliance. That just is the pear shapes. So please understand you're getting, oh, never mind, 15 points, not on my information. I'm glad Tony has it. Gotta look up, he has it. I don't. I have nothing on the bag that says anything but 63 points. So must have investigated that at some point and added it to the graphics. Good news there. So you're getting a total weight of 78 points. Let's make this really fly. And it is the ultimate high-end blue zircon. 788, pear shape with the big pear shapes on the side. Look at those juicy pear shapes. White diamonds in the white gold stays. By the way, we did upgrade that gold to that 18 karat gold luxury for you. Here's what it looks like on the hand. That's what you call an elevated classic. Take the classic 3 stone, but put one of the most rare, exotic, mined out stones in the middle. Add those larger diamonds on the sides and the round brilliance as well. And here it is, up close and personal, and nobody's on the lines yet, and that's A-okay. Because if you know this ring is the $12,999 blue zircon, you remember and you are correct. It will not be $13,000 here tonight. Even better value. What a piece. What a price. Not 10, 9, 8, or 7. You're not, and we can't get these anymore. They're completely mined out. This is the company that back when I was doing this 25 years ago, when I started in the business and 20 years ago, this is the family that actually supplied my network that I was at the time. Not my network, it wasn't my network. It was run by other people. But it was one of those where they supplied the zircons. And that was really where I was introduced to it many, many, many years ago. Well, there's a private collection that exists here, and this is why you don't see it anywhere else. There's a lot of lookalikes. There's a lot of topaz that's treated in all kinds of ways to try and get the same kind of brightness and the same kind of electricity. But this is the one and only double refractive zircon. It came from one place on the planet. That's Cambodia, completely mined out. And it's not going to be $79.69 or $59.99. You got a better value. And I'll take it even less than, forget about even $4,000 or $3,000. This is one heck of a value. It's going to fly. This is the kind of where we get into this meat of the Friday here where things really start to go. And it will not be even $3,000 or $29.99. Get ready. This is the all-time best markdown here. This is it. It's the moment you capitalize. It's the moment you go for it. And don't do those double takes we all do. Like, wait a minute, wasn't that's the $13,000 ring? Right now we're saving you 10 grand. but it's not going to be 29 or 28 or 27. I will blow it out. It's got to go. If you know zircons, you take it for the stone alone, I will make it better than 27 or 26. I will blow it out for $25.99. You get 10% extra off that price too. So $25.99. And that'll be $23.39. Big savings there. Don't miss out on the extra $260 off. Why not? Go ahead, and you've got it for $23.39, one only there. That will not last. What about, anybody like those diaspora earrings I flashed? Aren't they incredible? I keep staring at those diasporas in the trillions. And man, do we need some more jewelry up here. I'm going to need some requests, guys. Whatever you want to see. It is Friday night. It's all, I told you at the beginning, I am just your DJ tonight. You tell me what you want DJ Lolo to play, because that's all we're here to do, is you tell me what I can bring out for you. Give me a price range, give me a category. Give me a stone, give me a style. Like say I want a ruby ring and I want it to be under $2,000, or I want a Tanzanite pendant but I need it to be under $1,000. Tell me what you need and we'll bring it out, because that's the more fun way to do it and really get you whatever you need there, because we're all just geared up. I know we got a big weekend ahead. We got a lot of shopping to do this weekend. We got the big debut tomorrow in the yellow diamond band that I'm wearing, which gives us over 2 carats in diamonds. So yes, we're all looking forward to that, I realize, but this is where the values are one of a kind here tonight as well, like $25.99. Okay, Sapphire lovers, here we go. Sapphire in a band. This feels a lot like the Imperial Topaz did earlier, where we got a lot going on as far as the width of the band, some beautiful details inside of that band, and it's going to be 112-8215. And thank you to whoever gets that blue zircon. Well done there, fabulous. Okay, here we go with the zircon, rather the Sapphire. This is 112-8215. It's our 53-point pair. It's got 38 points in diamonds, some great open work. Wait till you see it. It's even more attractive when it is on the hand. Good thing it's a ring, because that's where it's going to live. And it's only going to be, well, from $49.99, much lower right now. We're going to take it on down. That's going to be $1,111. $1,111 makes it $9.99 at checkout. So you get a 53-point Sapphire garnet, a 38-point diamond weight. Is it bugging anyone else that the wheel's way off tonight? There we go. Just gave it the little nudge it needs. Here we go on the hand. Look at that. That is attractive right there. The Sapphire pair, bright as can be, $9.99, and it's yours. That's what happens after the 10%. And if you want a money back guarantee, just don't take the 10%, take it the price I got up there. You have that choice. If you don't want to take 10% off because you want a money back guarantee, go ahead. Just take it at this price, which is already discounted, and you get a money back return privilege. If you want to take the extra 10% off, well, then it's final sale. And that's, I think, pretty easy, because you know what you're getting. It's right there. It's right there. Couldn't get a closer look at it. It might be time for a rubelite. Who got the blue zircon? Nobody yet? Nobody's got the blue zircon yet? We're putting it back up. Putting it back up. Listen, there are pieces here that are non-negotiables. They can't stay, because here's the deal. There are certain pieces where I'm like, certain pieces where if the value's not there, I'm probably not going to show it. When you have a superstar that is beloved, that looks great, that then is discounted beyond imagination, I got nothing better to show you than that ring. So we'll wait till that goes and then move on to our next, because that is something that has to go at that price tag. It's $2,339 for an 18 karat solid gold. You're getting a monumental pear shape at almost 8 carats. The bright blues are there. It's like electric. It's giving like lightning quality. Have you ever seen lightning in a bottle? It's kind of a phrase we use. That feels like the lightning in the bottle stone right there, because you have this undeniable flash, double refraction, brilliance. The color is electric blue. It's $23.39. I'm not leaving it here. And it's time to go venture into the box of jewels, because if we don't have requests and I've shown you the best, well, then we got to jump into some really, really I will say pieces that are forbidden from being shown right now. So we're just going to jump in there. We're going to get you a really cool opportunity on a green zircon for cheap. We've got a cool diamond pendant that's affordable. How about an opal? That we haven't seen many opals lately. They mostly sold out of our collection, and we do have that Sapphire for $11.11 if you'd like to get that Sapphire. I do have a rubelite. It's quite large. It's a 557 rubelite. That's the color of the rubelite. That one can be cheap too, so we can go all-time low on that one and anything else, but this opal is fantastic. Stop. your search for the perfect opal, because you're here right now to see this amazing stone, and it's really tough to get anything better than what you're seeing right there. That is 112-6044. It's platinum as well, and that's going to be our platinum with our 270 Australian opal with 39 points in diamonds, a couple of baguettes, east and west sides, the rest are round brilliance, and we will try it. Let's see. Oh, I don't know about $59.99. We got a whole new plan here for you. And big freaky freebie Friday is here. We are just right at the halfway point of the show here. So we're getting down to it, guys. Got to make sure we move some jewelry tonight. We'll see you in the morning with the big yellow diamond band, but take advantage because that yellow diamond band is limited. Only a couple of you are going to get that yellow diamond band because it's the biggest one we've ever made. So it's not like I'm going to have 100 of those. The last couple of weekends I've had top of the hours for you. We've had a couple hundred of them to go. Unfortunately, tomorrow the yellow diamond band's only going to be for a couple of you, which is why I'm making sure you know about it tomorrow. It's tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Pacific time. We start at 10. We're going to show that at 11 o'clock, and it's going to be gone. So it's only a couple available because it's 2 full carats plus in diamonds in the yellow diamond band. So that's going to be coming up tomorrow in the morning. I know we want you to be here because obviously you get one chance. That's why you have to be on these shows live, because a lot of these items are really limited. Sure, if it's an easy peasy, we can pump them out and make a million of them, then it can like live on. But there are certain pieces where we have a limitation because obviously the yellow diamonds are so limited. So we can't just make them to our heart's content. So that's tomorrow, but it doesn't mean you can't take advantage of a big value in an opal or a blue zircon or sapphire tonight, especially when we have these values cranked up the way they are. This is no longer $59.99. Let's try it. Try it right now. $1,500 first caller. I'm just selling it for $1,500. That's all. Just $1,500 even. Just go ahead and sell it. Somebody's going to see that value because that opal in dark, look at that, just replicating what it's going to look like in your living room or in on your porch. Does anyone even wait to go in the house before you open your box? Sometimes when I'm really excited, I'm like, I have to walk down a series of steps, and I'll go get the box and I'll just rip it open right there. I know they say don't use your nails as tools. Well, I do sometimes. And then get that box opened up, and there it is. I don't even wait till I'm inside the house. I'm just like, show me the stone. Here it is, and look at that color you're going to get. That's with a little more darkness that's going to replicate what it's going to look like in real life. And so $1,500. Does $14.99 help? I know we're used to seeing like $1,499. Let's do that, $14.99. I just took a $6,000 opal. We just knocked it down in price tag for you. And sure, you can take 10% off if you want to. Like I said, if you want to have the ability to return it, don't take the 10% off. If you do want to just take it and enjoy the best value possible, take your 10% off and just know that's the ring you're getting, and you got to love it in that platinum. The way it is, we'll have it sized and ready to go for you, arriving perfectly ready for you. And look at all those colors. So that's a big opal. 270 doesn't really tell you the whole story because you do have to see that distant shot so you can see that great size it's going to bring. So that one's here. How about rubellite or a green zircon? Do we dare even show you a green? You know what? Tell you what, if anyone wants this, $13.99. Let's try that. $12.59 at checkout. Just took $200 extra off. Just want to make it easy. Just really affordable. So that way, $12.59, one and done, 30 seconds on that one. Then we're going to show you a green zircon. Some requests for green zircon the last couple of days. I know we didn't have what everyone was needing. I thought this was a good one today. So I'm going to bring out a classic 3-carat oval in our green zircon. And look at all these one-of-a-kinds we have. Moving through them quickly. This is also the time when people start dialing in, asking about pieces from earlier today as well. So this is when you do, if you are thinking about something from earlier in the evening, please do make a point to pick it on up. All right, green zircon lovers. Here we go with the rarity that is green zircon. Wow, that is, it looks like a demantoid. It looks exactly like, I have a 3-carat 80 Russian demantoid. It is tens of thousands of dollars. This looks exactly like it. But it's a zircon, which is a natural stone in its own right, very rare. It's going to be our oval 112-5680, and that'll be our bright. It has a little bit of golden underhue. It's got a little bit of blues to it as well. Looks so lovely, does it not? That's a stunner. It's item number 112-5680. It's got the classic halo around it. That's our best of the best in a green zircon. The oval, the clarity, the brightness, and it is fantastic in the price. White gold only is how it stays. We'll have it sized for you and polish up those sides, get a little rhodium as we do. And then here's what it looks like on for a little perspective on that size of that stone. There's your 3-carat 60. and 50 points making up that halo around it. Very clean, very bright. One incredible stone here, and so rare. And just like we saw the blue zircons and we see pinks every now and then, we'll see those white or colorless stones. They are known for sharing that great double refraction that we love. So you get the double refraction of the stone, bright as can be, and it's going to be better than even $39.99. Big moment here for our zircon lovers. They are so collectible and rare. I'm so proud that we have this one for you. It will not even be $39 or $29 or $19. It's not even $1,500. I am giving away jewelry. Welcome into the fabulous Friday that this is. We have literally 88 minutes left, okay? 88 minutes to wow you. Hopefully, if there's a zircon lover within the sound of my voice today, you're taking either the blue or this one, the green. That green is not a green like an emerald either. It's a different type of green. It really does look like demantoids out of Russia, which are extremely valuable. Very much so. This is that color. And we'll make it better than $14.99, $13.99. Blow it out. $12.99 on that one instead. A fabulous way to go. $12.99 turns into $11.69 if you'd like to go ahead and grab that. So that's an even better value on our green zircon. Are we ever excited about, oh, there's a beautiful morganite here. Got a good looking morganite. How about that rubellite? Do we have a lover of combination stones like Tanzanite and opal together? We can bring those out. Circle style pendant. Wait to see this. Yes. Oh, I love that one. Is it Betty? Bravo, Betty. Yes. Yes, here, okay, all of that, we got you. All right, so here, let me show you first the ring size on the blue zircon, which is now spoken for, and that's going to be a ring size 7 right now. Here's what it looks like from the inside. So you see that finishing it has. Coming right down to the core, right creating that basket from the start, and well done, Betty. Thank you so much. Enjoy. That is one very important stone. That she'll treasure that. She will treasure it forever and ever. So did you see that? There's the inside. Look at all that gold. We always do those really nice, heavy, pronounced mountings, even through the back where it usually thins out a bit. You got that nice size. So there's our green zircon. That's $12.99 less your discount. All right, now it's time for a pendant in diamonds in the nested circular mobile style. Take a look at this. This is so pretty. It's that circle style that we usually see just singularly, but here you're getting those multiple circles together, brought together by this veil of diamonds as well. We actually have a rose gold also, just one in the rose gold and then a couple in the white gold inside number 1113-477. That will be a total diamond weight of 101 just in your pendant. A great piece to add with the diamonds by the yard or whatever classic chain you have as well. You can do that. Take a look at this from a distance away. I'll give you a little, diameter is usually what we would say, but this one's got a bail. So we're going to give it a little bit of length here. It is a tad over an inch, inch and an eighth there. And then we'll show it to you on the neckline for another perspective in the size. There you can see it from a distance away. And of course, known for being the circular style, has that great open work we like. And then this is also interesting, the way that it's brought together with the bail, because it's got a little bit of that, almost like a narrowing or a little bit of a spike design as well. So this is what it looks like again from a distance. I really like it on the hand shot here. You know, these are the VS diamonds we adore. And that's going to be also, I've got the rose gold here. I'll show you this one, yellow gold. No yellow gold. I don't have it. It's only going to be white gold or rose gold. We're saying goodbye to this one. And it's a beautiful style to gift or to give. It's that circle within a circle. So the circle is infinite. So this is how I do, like, you know, I love symbolism in my jewelry, but I'm not a heart girl. But I love love and I want to have jewelry that reflects that, but I'm not going to wear a heart. Do you know that circles really signify a lot of the same endearment to them, because it's also about that infinite, everlasting quality. If you're talking about eternal love, unconditional love, unwavering love, circles can also represent that, because the circle has no beginning and has no end. So it's infinite. So it can also signify unions and really dedication, and it can be a symbol of the things we don't necessarily think off the bat, but it can be a symbol of faith and love and all those things that are really eternal and everlasting. So 101 in the diamond weight here. We're going to blow it out for you. It is supposed to be $24.99. We'll make it easy here. It's only $9.99 tonight, and it's our last couple available, that being the white gold, which I have a little bit more of. One in rose, the rest are in white gold. Very limited. So that'll be a 60-second second deal there, just to get you that circle within a circle there. And then of course brought together by those diamonds. And I'll give you an up close look as well as best I can. It's not going to sit there on its own because you can see there is some movement to it. So as we go up close, you're going to see here how it's going to look. So you can see that it is a bit, it's not one stiff stationary piece. There's that point I was talking about. Let me drape it here for a moment so you can at least see the bail, because there's that point how it's going to start with the bigger diamonds up top and graduate just slightly. And then you have two sizes of diamonds in the circles as well. Smaller circle, smaller diamonds, bigger circle, bigger diamonds, and over a carat, and you will pay $8.99 instead. So here it is back on the hand. We go to see how lovely it is when you see a lot of that skin tone through it, which is part of the beautiful uniqueness of the design factor and the negative space it has. Don't forget about that green zircon. And we have the rose gold available in this same pendant, ready to go, ready to ship out to you. And an amazing gift idea. Maybe think about those different ways that it signifies eternity. It really does. That's the idea. It's why a lot of us like an eternity band until we try one on and go, ooh, I can't wear that. That's uncomfortable. Here's how you have that infinite and eternal style and still the significance, but maybe not as obvious as, like, there's also those infinity symbols. I think they look a little kiddish to me. So I really like when we do something really elegant and classic, like a circular style. All right. Next up is the rubellite. It's a big one. And this is just gorgeous. Look at that. Rubellites are usually very cloudy. And that's the thing. It's a tourmaline, so they all are known to be type 3 stones, but this one's got a lot of brightness to it, a lot of beautiful gleam and glow. It's got clarity. It's item number 8926. Welcome to the world of rubellite. It's our 5 carat. 59. Don't forget, we got a big top of the hour in 22 minutes, and that'll be our last hour of the evening. So if you have requests, I encourage you to get those in because we're still awaiting your request there. And then we've got another one. The same mounting is here, but let me show you the difference. If you want to go a little bit even more rare, you can go here. What is the difference, you ask? Well, you're going to see the color difference is subtle. There is actually a copper-bearing stone on the right side. So do you see the mounting's the same? The colors are pretty similar. But there is a copper element to the one on the right, which is actually the cleaner, but it's going to cost like 8 times the price, okay? So the good news is there are options. The one on the right is $99.99. I don't know what I'm going to do on the left side, but there is a very important similarity to them that I thought is worth showing you, because maybe the budget is speaking to you like, well, I love that one on the right, but $99.99 is a little out of my budget. So you can go with the rubellite on the left, still get nice rarity and a big size, and you can get it for a lot less than $99.99. But just to let you know, if you're one of those that are looking for those purple Paraibas, purple kind of purple pink intensity, that's it right there. But then we have this rubellite, which quite frankly could look better. I'm going to make sure it's polished to perfection, and then we'll get this one down a lot less than $99.99. Now it's all polished up, so it looks a lot better, and it's going to be that great finishing through the inside too. So you get a really nice, beautiful, more blocked mounting here, meaning that it's wider, it's like a dome style, but your stone's going to sit right up top at that plateau, then a triple row in diamonds on either side, and rubellite is rare as well. I know we see a lot of rarity when we have anything copper bearing, we know that, but the rubellites are kind of like the predecessor to the rarity of Paraiba, because before there were Paraibas, there was rubellite, and that was regarded, between the indicolites and the rubellites, those were regarded as the rarest of tourmalines before Paraibas were discovered in 1989. So that really was, at the time, the highest level. Now, once the copper-bearing stones were discovered in Brazil and Nigeria and Mozambique, that obviously amped up the rarity a bit because not a lot of stones have that copper content. So that's what gave us a little more rarity, but awfully nice to see this here. And a better price than $99 or half that at $4,999. We'll take it significantly less than that and blow it out for you. Not $39 or $29. This is a one only. Stays in the white gold unless you absolutely insist. You know what? I want you to be able to get this opportunity. If you want it in yellow, I'll do it because I love a rubellite in yellow gold as well. So I think that if that is your preference, let's do that instead too. We can make that happen for you, but let's make it even better than 29 or 28, 27 or 26. I'm going to blow it out right now. This will be $25.99, and we saw this price earlier with a gorgeous blue zircon. Well, that means $23.39 at checkout instead. So you got it for a lot better price. Now, what's Linda thinking? Fire opal tonight? Did she see the big pear shape? You got it. We got it for you, Linda. It's coming up. The pair is a little big, so we're going to do the 297 oval coming up next for you, Linda. It's coming up. It is on the way. If you want to just jump on the phone lines right away, you'll be there. But that rubellite, $23.39. Look at that close up too. Wow. So that's what we want rubellites to do. We want them to have a glow. Let me try it on for you. This is so pretty. Taking a moment to admire it myself. That is such a good looking stone. See how bright? It's got fuchsia reds. Sold. Congratulations. Thank you. Linda, here you go. This is 1127887. Ooh, that perhaps is even more red than the last of the fire opals I showed you tonight. 1127887. I just zoomed in. I'm going to have to zoom back and get the smudge off of it too. It's our 2-carat 97. Oval. It feels, once again, bigger than it, we know opals do that. It's always going to look bigger than it weighs. It's already a 2-carat 97. We got 72 points in diamonds, and I don't know if I'm going to have all the tools it's going to take to get the smudge off that stone. But I'm not going to mess with it too much because I want our jewelers to do that. So they'll polish it for you. We're going to do something really incredible. If you like the style, the mounting, the 72 points in diamonds with it, it incorporates the rounds and the princess cuts together. Yes, you do. You got the princess cuts going the extra level on the sides there. Okay. I don't know about $39.99 anymore. Let's make it $17.77. That's it. $17.77, $15.99 at checkout. And if anyone does want to see the purple Paraiba, we'd be happy to show that to you. Give you a little bit more information there. All right, Linda, let us know on that one. I'll try it on for you. So $15.99 for a fire opal. That's almost 3 carats in size. Looking so much larger than that. And a true red. Really is a looker of a stone there. There you go. That's what it looks like up close one more time. Love the elongation of that oval too. And then, this is a little preview. Top of the hour is going to be the mother lode. Look at that. A Tanzanite with yellow diamonds. Just also needs my polish here. Let me see if I can do that. Also have a diaspora pendant. Sure do. I've got a diaspora pendant. It looks like this. It's in a wear east, west, or north, south design, just depending on how you want to place your chain. And it's going to be a really limited deal. You know what we'll do at the top of the hour too? I want to bring you the chameleons because the chameleons, everyone's asking me about it, so we don't want to wait too late. We'll do those in 15 minutes. Top of the hour, I'm going to bring out all the chameleons we have. And we're going to bring out these big chameleons that we're going to knock down in price tag. And for any collectors out there, if you know a collector who loves collectibles, you cannot get at auction houses, you cannot get at GIA. Like, GIA is not a store. They don't have a store. You can't shop GIA. They're coming up at the top of the hour. So 15 minutes from now, we'll get into those chameleons. And then we have this one, the diaspora. 9123 is the number. It's new. It's going to more likely sit like this. I don't know what it is about it. Kind of gives me like a tuxedo feel because it feels like a bow tie meets a little like cummerbund meets a great tuxedo stripe of diamonds. Here's what it looks like on the hand. It's a platform of gold. Somebody needs to tell our jewelers that gold is $3,500 an ounce because this is the kind of jewelry nobody should be making. Because look at how heavy, how much gold, how wide, how long, how beautiful, with a platform for the 202 diaspora in the middle, 11 points in diamonds as well. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. 3/4 of an inch top to bottom. This is also considered a slide, so if you have like those really big chunky chains or those omega backs, you can put that right on through and it's gonna look amazing that way. Here's what it looks like from a distance away as well, so you can see. I know it's very reflective, so it's really tough to sometimes show everybody, but, and again, don't know if we're in focus here, but that's what it looks like from a distance for a size perspective. But for the up close, you can see it here from the side. I wanna show you this because it's very confusing to see all that reflective nature. I want you to see how it's all open. Yes. Oh, good. Thank you. Who was that? That's wonderful. Thank you, Linda. All right, so our fire opal's gone as well. And then we've got, this is still, I think, hard to show you because, well, I want you to see this. This is the side profile. See that? There we go. So see how it's open? It's all completely mirror finished in the back. And then you've got this open work through the middle. So that's all essentially a bail, okay? All of that. So you've got all of this, what, good 10, maybe 12 millimeters to play with for your chain. So that's what I wanted you to see there. Now, how do I pick it up here so we can see it one more time up close for the stone? The 202, the 11 points in diamonds, this top to bottom, really stunning finish and all mirror finish. It really is. It's a bit like, it's very dimensional, but it plays a little like illusion with the eye because you're seeing one side reflect to the other back and forth. And you see those intense reds. There's really bright greens like a peridot green and a bright, beautiful golden and a really bright pink purple coming through as well on this one source color changing gemstone. And we're going to make it even better. It is, you know what, let's just send it out here. We got about 10 minutes till those Chameleon diamonds. It is just, it's going to be a lot of fun just from a standpoint of like a rarity, like strolling through the museum without even having to put on your walking shoes. We're going to bring you the Chameleons coming up at the top of the hour. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. It's a great show and tell too if you're just, you know, really curious about gems and want to see some of the more unique styles and some of the more unique stones. We're going to bring them to you. But that is still about 10 minutes away. We've got this diaspora, should be $33.99. Let's go even lower. We're going to make this one $9.99 to the very, very first caller. That's all we got. I will change the gold color though. So if you'd rather have the white or the rose, no problem. And we'll make that happen for you. But that is an awfully, awfully important piece. And it'll be for, yep, just for one of you. And that is just, I know, it's hard to see. I know you're going, black gold, is that black rhodium? No, it's all mirror finished yellow, but there you can see without the glare there, how that's gonna look. A very, very attractive mounting with a lot of just, again, a lot of gold presence to it, which we're not seeing as much of going forward anymore. So nice to have something with a lot of presence in that gold quantity. Okay, so we've got a couple more pieces to show you before we get to our top of the hour, and I'm almost out of jewelry, so we'd love your requests. Here's the blue zircon that is not the pear because the pear's already gone. This is the, oh yeah, the round. Look at that. Or is this a cushion that's hit? No, it's a round. Sometimes they hide that corner of that cushion and it's under the prongs. You can't tell. It is a round, and it's going to be item number 1126304. And again, Chameleon diamonds. My little show and tell display is coming up at the top of the hour. We're going to talk color changing diamonds in big sizes with certificates. So that is coming up on the way. Please don't go anywhere. Even if you're just, for most people have not seen Chameleon diamonds in their lifetime. So it's really exciting to be able to bring them to you and then offer them at a really fantastic value if you want to own one. So wait till you see this, because this is going to be fun on the hand too. I want you to see it from a lot of different perspectives here, but it's a wild moment here to get this one. It's going to be a fantastic, look at this, there's the upright view, carat 08 in diamonds to go all the way top to bottom on that one. Really looking fabulous, isn't it? And it's quite something on the hand. It always looks like it's built-in ring guards too, which is also very nice because you've got this great style where, look at that, side to side. It kind of looks like the band is what, you know, sets your center, and then all of this is added, but that's all one ring, so easy to wear. See that? That's the band in the back. So it makes it very simple and very comfortable despite the fact that it's going to be a larger or lengthier ring. And we're going to do, let's see, any gold you want. Good news there. Yellow gold's fine, rose gold's fine. $296 on the round, $108 in the diamonds, and a heck of a giveaway here. Instead of the $4,999 it has been and should be. And oh yeah, those are tomorrow. And this will not be even $2,000 tonight. We're gonna make it $19.99, and the very first caller gets to take $200 extra off as well. So a $1,799 price tag at checkout. What a piece. And I know the other zircon's already gone. Brought you a little smaller size, but still big and still around, which if you ask me is the best cut in the world for a double refractive stone. Be it any double refractive stone, but the zircon family carries that property very well. It's back up close. I'm going to hold it here so we can see it upright, otherwise it does the lean. So let me just hold it upright for you so you can really see the beauty of that stone, the razzle dazzle me's of that incredible blue zircon. And you're probably thinking that's magic. That's the magic of TV. We don't have any magic here. It's the stone. The stone is the magic. It's Mother Nature's magic instead. It's the stone that's accounting for that amazing brilliance and that double refraction, which is what makes it look so so powerful. So that is $1,799. Let me know if you'd like it. Chameleon diamond time is 8 minutes away. And we are backed up on the line, so please bear with us. I would love to, I wish I could run right out there and answer your calls. Can't do it yet, so I'm chained to holding this ring up. So please be patient with us. We'll be right with you, and we're very busy. A lot of pieces from earlier are also going, including those diamond drop earrings that were about 2 3/4 inches long. They were amazing for $11.69. The circle pendants are going as well, and even one of our diamond bangles from very early in the show also going out. So huge moment to take advantage of your favorites here. $17.99 on that zircon. That one is still available. Have a new star sapphire as well coming up for you. Yeah. You want the blue zircon. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm going to show you the blue star sapphire, and then we're out of time, so we might be actually rather out of jewelry. So we're going to start showing our chameleons a bit early, I have a feeling. And this one is going to be, oh, the most deluxe. I love it. It's like a knot of channel set diamonds, is it not? That's pretty cool. That is it not, or is it a knot? It is. It's a knot. Kind of looks like a big love knot style. It's going to be 1128862, and that is a royal blue. Most of the star sapphires that are blues are light. They're like a dusty blue. They're like a light gray blue. Not as much a fan of those, but they're really, really rare to get these royal blue colors like you're seeing here. And it's going to be that huge 244. It's got the royal blue. Look at that star gleaming on through, and 43 points in diamonds. And we have a, ooh, this is my 2-carat band from last night. Is it the same requester from last night? Oh, okay, someone different. All right, so we'll do this real quick since they're on the line. Hold that thought on the blue star sapphire. We've got a band here. I showed this at the very tail end of last night's show. This is the 2-carat 5-stone diamond band in white diamonds. We're going to have a 2-carat yellow diamond band tomorrow, but it's limited. This is the white diamond version, the classic. 2 carats, well, over 5 stones. Remember, that's going to be 40 points apiece. And it's item number 11233366. And it's gorgeous. And I've got a longer finger. I've got a larger hand. I mean, I can palm a basketball, so, you know, guys are envious of me. It's a fun little party trick to do with your guy friends to really, yeah, make them feel like less than. Yeah, like, look what I can do. But here we go with, that's supposed to happen. Maybe it's just because I hang out with a lot of NBA people. I don't know if that's it. I don't know. I've just learned those skills. I would like to spin a basketball on my finger, but with the nails, it's hard to do. But this is cool. 2 carats, and I just want, my point is, that is a big ring. If it can look, I can make any ring look small. But that is not your little basic band. That is not your minuscule 10-point diamond. And 10-point diamonds are good size. We've done 10-pointers. I've done 20-pointers. Oh, the classic's the 20-pointer. These are double that. 40 points each, stacked side to side, shared prong design. And I'm going to tell you, you are seeing it in the yellow. I would prefer you to get this in the white gold. You know why? Yellow gold, no matter what, you can start with the whitest diamonds in the world. If you set white diamonds in yellow gold, they tend to pick up a little bit of that hue. Well, let's look up close again at it and see if you're detecting any of that. Now, if you want to just show off the diamonds for what they are and the luxe quality they are, go ahead and choose it in the white gold, and it's going to be amazing. But if that is not the everyday, like that's obviously everyone has their preference. We do bands that have 17 points in diamonds, and then they just go up from there. We literally have bands that have 17 points in diamonds. They're real small. They're real diminutive. They're real narrow. That's a look too. I think there's a lot of us that love that look. But then when it comes to, let's say, the diamond ring for a wedding set, the diamond band you're gonna wear by itself without any stacking. If you just wanna wear one beautifully prominent diamond band, this is the way to go. And if you're not somebody who's scared of big diamonds, if you're not shying away from big diamonds, obviously what usually makes us shake in our boots a bit when it comes to big diamonds is the price tag. It's not the issue here. It's TVON. We're going to give diamonds away like they're lab grown. Only our prices are better on our natural diamonds than the lab grown diamonds out there. It's true. It's really true. So you get a better deal here, and we're going to take them down. If you want to get 2, I would say today's the day because you got 10% off. And do you know this is supposed to be $79.99 right here on my bag? 40 points each. Every single one's a 4.5 millimeter. They're big. Remember, if it was 1.5 millimeters bigger, keep in mind a millimeter size is a very small increment. It's a very small unit of measurement. A millimeter is teeny. If it was 1.5 millimeters larger in those diamonds, they would be 1 caraters. That I think is telling. That's why this has such a big visual, and it's not 79 or half of that at 4,000, and it's not 39, and it's not 35. This is the go-to. I know it's not 10 bucks. We don't have $10 jewelry. Please check out our friends up and down the dial. They have $20 items and $30 items. I'm sorry, there's a quality difference. There is a quality difference. And there's a difference with diamonds that are natural from the earth and all the lab growns you're seeing everywhere right now. And then there's CZs. There's CZs and lab grown, and then there's the real thing. We are all about the real thing and the best of quality. I never want you to sacrifice, and I think that when it comes to a band you're going to wear every single day, aren't those the important ones where if you want to get quality, it should be on the pieces you wear day in and day out, every day without fail. Those are the pieces that you should have in your collection where you're not splurging to even $3,500 or $34.99. It is such a value, and you're taking 10% off, which is going to be a lot of additional savings here today, and that's really exciting as well. So do it now, get it while you can. I've only got a couple to go around, that's it, and it's not even going to be $3,000. It is $29.99 right now, except you're not even paying that. It's another $300 less than, so $26.99 for that diamond band. And if you want to get, I wish I had two here. If I had two, I'd stack them together. They look amazing. If you want like a really, really big, bold ring guard, you could get two and stack them around something else. You could stack them just by themselves. Like I would have 3 of these on at one time, and then you'd have 6 carats in diamonds. You can really go crazy, and in the best way possible, because this is what it's all about. Those really fun, those really beautiful, trinkets and things out there are great, but when it comes to like a wedding band or a pinky ring or the ultimate high-end band, this is how you do it. Yes. Yes, here's the inside. Lois, thank you so much. I'm really glad she asked, because that's actually normally there's not much to see on the inside of a ring. We beg to differ here. Look at that inside. Look at the way, first of all, how substantial is that backside of that band. I love the way it's real rounded. See how it's not flat, or it doesn't look very squared here or rigid. It's got instead this little kind of dome, if you will. And then look at the way it's finished. Now, why do we leave any of it open? So you can properly clean your diamonds. Diamonds need to be clean front and back. So that's important there. But you see how it's got all that incredible gold, how those diamonds, the shared prongs make it, because it gets a little overly clunky. Clunky is not a good word. Clunky is not something I don't think we're looking for, guys. And when you have 4 prongs per, they still have 4 prongs per, so you're probably going, I don't get it, what do you mean? Well, normally if there were 4 prongs per and it wasn't a shared prong design, you'd have prongs button up next to each other. Prong meeting prong. That's not happening here. It's just prong meets diamond. Then another prong meets the other diamond. It's the shared prongs that keep the stones together closely. It's what keeps the fluidity of the band. It's what keeps them all perfectly lined up. It's what gives them no gap. It's what gives you no sharp or rough edges, because we even domed the same way I showed you the back of the band, the very back of the shank is how it's domed and really rounded. Same thing's happening on the prongs. They're a bit rounded as well. They're almost like beads of gold, aren't they? So the way they're coming together is just beautiful. And that means it's smooth surface across the top. Not going to be those sharp little, real just kind of narrow prongs that catch on things. It's just a really well-made, well-done classic, because everybody can look at that and go, oh, no big deal, it's a band. But this is our band. And the way we do things here is vastly different. If you're going to work with top quality stones, you best be working with the best in gold. You don't skimp. You don't cut corners. You make sure the workmanship is flawless. You make sure the inside is finished like that so it can glide on the hand, be comfortable. No rough edges on the inside either. It's just all about, jewelry is so tactile. And I think that we don't talk nearly enough about that feel of jewelry. It's such a tactile thing, and it's got to be, especially with a band, it's not a big deal if it's the ring you wear for a couple of hours once a year, for the special event. I have those pieces of jewelry, and I'm willing to compromise for a certain look, for a certain event. You guys, it's like we do things for special events as women, whether it's in fashion, whether it's in footwear, whether it's in jewelry, where sometimes those impractical pieces that we wear more special occasion-wise, we can deal with a little bit of maybe uncomfortability, or we can do something a little bit impractical. But as far as the pieces you live your life in, that you're going to put on, maybe never even take off. Those are pieces that a lot of times, I know ladies that like to sleep in their jewelry. I don't personally, but I don't know. Some people just sleep with their wedding band on. And it's, again, whatever you want to do, it's got to be comfortable. And these are the pieces you put on and you leave on and you keep on. So I think those are where it becomes really, really important to have the quality. All right, let's go back to it one more time. I know it's the top of the hour. We're going to get to our Chameleon deal, but thank you so much. Thank you, Lois, for the request. I know it was a request last night as well. There is no diamond band bigger. Now, tomorrow in the morning, just a few hours from now, we're going to debut a yellow diamond version. It's not going to be the rounds. It's going to be instead a really fabulous radiant cut, but it's going to be the yellows instead. So why not? You could pair those up. You could get the white diamonds and then pair it up with the yellows as well. So it's about time to talk about top of the hour and our Chameleon diamond wheel. I know it's so improper, and I hate doing this, but I'm not a big fan of putting multiple pieces together that are of high value. However, there is such a value, such a discount happening for our top of the hour. And again, welcome into the show. So glad you're with us tonight. This is Friday night. We are live with you. So glad you're here with us. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We have an hour left, actually 58 minutes, and we're going to start that last bit of time together with these Chameleon diamonds, which are truly one of the rarest stones in the world. This is not a treated diamond. It's not an enhanced diamond. It's a diamond that actually has a phenomenal property to it, which most diamonds do not. Diamonds are glorious and they're lovely and they're really, really special when they get into big sizes and fancy colors. This is like having, imagine this, imagine having two fancy color diamonds in one, as one stone, mined from the earth, GIA certified, so somebody in a lab, the best experts in gems in the world, have evaluated these individual stones loose prior to them being set in these gorgeous designs. They were evaluated and the color change was evaluated as well, because it does take some extreme temperatures, not light environments, but instead temperatures to see these diamonds work their magic. So like, again, you think about a temperature raise on these stones, that's when they change color. They're all a little bit different. You're going to see 4 of them. These are the light 1 carats. They're all going to be about 70 points a piece. So I'm going to move that band aside and we're going to show you here. I've got to put them together because, well, I want you to choose. There's such a difference in the colors that you get here from start to finish. So I do want you to get familiar with them. And we've got all the more as deserving as they are. They're lavish designs because they're really important stones as well. So let's start with my own personal favorite, which is the round. I love the blue greens. I like when they start as a blue green because they're all going to change color to more of a golden orangey yellow. So I love the idea here that you're getting a blue green to start, which is a rare color on its own. That's option 1. By the way, that is our 72 pointer. And again, they will all come with certs and we'll share those certs with you. Here's the next option, which is more of also, you see it's a deeper green. I wouldn't say any blue here, but it's got more of that deeper green golden, and then it's got the yellow diamonds around it. So our poor wheel is just nowhere where it needs to be today. So let me see if I can help that along. There's our cushion, and then also we're gonna have 2 more here. So yes, there's quite a few to show you. There is, that's interesting because that green even varies a bit. That looks a little bit more in comparison, a little more yellow golden green. And then I have another pear shape over on this side, which is actually, whoa, pure green to start. And yes, we added pink diamonds. Oh my. What a collection that is. We have about 4 more chameleons than most anybody else will ever have. All in one place, all at one time. And yes, they're fabulous. And so I'm going to walk you through the carat weights that they have, because that's going to be extremely important. And believe it or not, the big moment here and the big to-do is that they're all going to be discounted. That's kind of what we're doing on this sales event. We don't get any better sale prices than what we're seeing in this event. So not only are they discounted, they're an extra 10% off. And as I've been advocating throughout this event, how important it is to take advantage of the 10% off, especially when it comes to the higher end museum level stones, which is what you're seeing here. It doesn't really get any higher end than this. Before I got to TVON, actually it was a few years into TVON's tenure until we actually saw our first Chameleon diamonds. It was not something that, having read about it in textbooks and having heard about it, I'd never actually seen one until here. So I never sold one. I'd never seen one in person. It was just something of a bit of an urban legend, if you will, in the gemstone world. All 4 of them certified. We're going to go through because they're all 70 points or more. So let's take a look. I'll walk you through which is which, although I think that the most important thing to choose is really the color you like the best and the mounting as well, because they're going to stay as is in these mountings. So our 70 pointer is this pear shape in the bridge. That's a 70 pointer there. Actually, it looks like we have one that's a little under. This is the 67 pointer. So 67 points, then the 70 pointer in the bridge. Then the next size up is the round right here in the back. That's the 72 pointer. And then the largest up here is actually that pear shape over here on the right. That is going to be the 73 point pear shape. So all 4 rings, same price. They'll never get better. So I know this is kind of that piece we tend to just think about and we have as a wish list item. And we think about owning one day, and we hope to one day own, and we think about perhaps one day making these our own. This is the moment to do it. I know they're not for everybody, but when they're $30,000 a piece, that's a great value. It's tough to put a price on something that's not available anywhere else in the world. It's really a challenge to be able to put a great price on something like that. Here is where we're actually discounting them. They should be $29,999 or more. They will be nowhere near that. If you have a favorite, hop on the phone lines and tell us which one you're digging. And then what we're going to do is show you that cert for that stone, give you the details on the mounting as well. And I'll tell you, that round is catching my eye every time. I love it. There's that deeper green. I love that every single one is different. You see why I want to put these together, even though they're high end. And I don't want to give the impression that these are low quality rings as part of a quote unquote blowout. But that price is going to be a blowout price for you tonight. And they're nowhere near $29,999, nowhere near. Everyone certified. This is the chance. I'm going to make it such a very affordable pedestrian price. I wouldn't be surprised if there are collectors that take all four or take 2 of 4, because honestly, these are the pieces to cherish forever, to keep in the collection, to get excited about owning, to wear every day, because they're still plenty durable. They're diamonds after all, so they're durable for you as well. And that's when you're gonna really appreciate the change in color, because as the temperature heats up, so we always say, like, hot car summer day, you know how hot your car gets when it sits out in the hot summer sun, or really any kind of environment. If it's sunny outside and your car sits out for a couple hours, it's going to be nice and toasty. It really elevates to temperatures well over 120 degrees. So that's where, if you were to leave, for example, I love the example that was a true to life example. Many years ago, we had a customer who actually purchased one during the pandemic. She purchased one and she got it. She lived in Texas, or was it Florida? Oh gosh, was it Texas? Either way, a hot summer afternoon in a southern state. And she was so excited about her Chameleon diamond, opened that box, saw her ring, immediately panicked because she had an orange diamond instead of a green diamond. Called up customer service. She was pretty upset. She was raving, she was mad, you sent me the wrong stone, how dare you, it's the same mounting, but it's the wrong. It had been sitting on a delivery truck the entire day in the hot summer sun, and by the time she opened it, it had changed color to the orangey golden. She was just remembering what she'd seen on TV and remembered as a green. So, and sure enough, after about, 2-3 hours in her air-conditioned home, right before her eyes, the stone was back to the green color she'd seen on TV. So that's an example. I would not be surprised, since it is still summertime and warm in a lot of places, if when this is arriving at your home, when you first open it, if it's been all on a truck all afternoon, it may very well be in its color changed state. So that would be a golden orangey. It's kind of like a deep yellow golden orange. So really fabulous stone, so collectible and rare. We've got them all going out tonight for less than $10,000. How about $99.99 per piece? Or better. Or really send them out at next to nothing. There are a lot of places out there that, you probably know this by now, would ask more for the mounting. They would literally say that mounting by itself, regardless of what's in the center, would be more money than what we're asking for the piece with the Chameleon diamond in the middle. And they're not going to be $99, $89, $79, $69. This is the collectible. It is as high-end collectible as it gets. It really is. And yet, they're huge diamonds. I think about what we get for a 70-point white diamond, how expensive those are. If you have a favorite, let me know. We can start to show you the cert on if you've narrowed it down to one of the 4, but it's ultimately the lowest price they ever will be. It's sad to say, but they will also, these are, you've heard of museum reserves, so the Tanzanites, these are also headed to museums. We've been kind of monopolizing these chameleons for a while. They tend to just sit in the vault and collect dust. They sit in the vault, they sit there for a year, sometimes 2, before they get on the air. They usually are on the air for 30 grand, so then they go back to the vault. This is the day to get your Chameleon. And I know how many of you have wanted one. They don't get any more affordable than where they are right now. And you know what? Take it even lower than $69.99. The very first callers, which one do you like? And is it this incredible mounting with that round? I think those elongated baguettes and the rounds with it really tell a story. Or maybe you like the two-tone, or this two-tone, or this rose and white gold two-tone. Which one are we loving so far? We have 2, so left or right? Okay, so with the bridge, That is our pear shape, the deepest green, by the way. Item number on that one is 112338, 70 pointer. Let me show you the cert because you know they're also graded for clarity. So not only do you get the chameleon color change property, but they're graded for clarity as well. That particular pear shape is going to be an SI1. I wouldn't worry too much about the clarity. It's not like you're going to see any inclusions, but there they are, mapped out for you. Here's your, again, couple things about fancy. First of all, they'll always have the word fancy, and they're not $69.99, so we're getting busy on the lines. This is going to be, every one of them says fancy, which is not what every colored diamond cert says. You've got the multiple colors listed because, again, of the color change, which is explained down here in the comments. Every single stone is inscribed with a cert number as well. And then you've got the diagram mapped out of where your inclusions are, front and back, your clarity scale, and that's GI seal right there. So this is not going to be $69.99. Your last call. And there's a 10% off extra happening, which makes it even better. And we'll take them down to $5,999 a piece. $59.99, but you get $600 off. So $53.99, any one of those prizes. They're absolute prizes for anybody's collection. A really, truly unique style. That is it. And I'll tell you, green to orangey golden, amazing. And they're $59.99, 60 seconds. Thank you so much for looking at them. It's fun to have them. I know they're also going to be melted down, same as everything. Those stones are belonging really in museums. There are a lot of different museum exhibitors that would love to have one on display because even museums don't typically have them. I have yet to see one on display in a museum, and I try to get to every gem exhibit I can, at least the ones that I can, physically get to in the time that I have. Yes. All right. Thank you so much. We have our diaspora pendant from earlier gone. Congratulations. Well done there. So that's in our diasporas. 40 seconds to go. We've got them for $53.99 a piece. Okay. And then we've got a Tanzanite deal. We can give away a nice little Tanzanite deal for you. And then we'll see if we have any requests for the end of the night here. Yeah, we're getting there. Getting towards the end of the show. Got that big yellow diamond deal in the morning. And we'll show you the big tansy. Look at this. This is the Tanzanite with the yellow diamonds. Fabulous value coming your way. All right, chameleon lovers, there they go. That's our last time seeing them on the air. Farewell, my friends. It's been a pleasure having. I feel very privileged because I feel privileged every day that I get to share with you. I think that we're just all excited we get to bring jewelry at this kind of level, but not a lot of people, as far as my colleagues or even my gemologist friends, they're all envious too because they never get to see chameleon diamonds, and here we are selling them. We're not just displaying them or talking about them, we're selling them, yeah. Sure, here's the round on the hand for you. That's 3285. It's the 72 pointer. It's my personal favorite because A, it's a round, so it's got a lot of rarity to the round, being it's got that glittering factor to it. It's also got that, I would say the only one up here that gives us a subtle blue-green is here. It really does give us that subtle blue-green, which is really nice in my estimation. I like those lighter greens more so than the darker greens. That's just a personal preference thing. There's no one to say, that one's better than the other, but it's about the color change property. 72 points on the round, but you're also getting a huge carat 70 designer diamond mounting, and then of course your full cert, which I'll show you the cert. So that's actually the one with the largest diamond weight around it by far. Everything else is going to have a carat or less. This is a carat 70, so that's a very impressive mounting, and most of which are those tapered baguettes that are creating this almost windmill design around it. So here's your close-up, and what we can do actually is let me just bring it in close to that one alone because these are too good to just see all the way up. They've got to really just come in and take a look at it. So again, that's going to be, and I'll give you the item number one more time, 3285, 72 pointer, and then we'll pop in a look at the cert here on that 72 pointer, which is just wild, isn't it? This will be a fancy gray, yellow, green is what they're calling it. And again, they'll always list multiple colors. That's pretty typical. There's your round 5.5 millimeter on the size, and then it's got that strong yellow fluorescence. And again, nobody knows exactly why these do what they do. Nobody's been quite keen to figure how this all works, but there you have that description there, and that's where you know. And you'll see it. You'll get to see it too, especially these hot summertime months. You'll get to be able to witness that color change take place. And then it always goes back and forth it goes. So those are my chameleons. Thank you so much for taking a look at them. It's always just such a pleasure to show them to you. All right, so we've got a really cool Tanzanite deal. It's 112 90 89.29. And that is my 1113, and I'll make this snappy here. We got a really, really big Tanzanite. I've had the biggest challenge blowing out prices here because we're having to compete with everybody who's taken prices down on low quality stones, and we don't bring you low quality stones. That's the big that's the big challenge, is we're only bringing the best of the best. Here's 112-8929. And that's going to be an 11 karat 13. Museum level, blue wing, block D. And it's going to be also yellow diamonds, 40 points in the yellow diamonds on the sides. That's 20 points on each. So it's pretty cool as well. And we have got a special opportunity to just blow it out. It's going to be a one collar scenario. It's going to be a quick deal. It is my last item besides the Blue Star Sapphire that I started to show you, that I got to show you again. It's my last item. But good news, they just brought me a box of goodies. So I got a lot of jewelry to get through now. So, or we can just skip all that and do your requests. But this is one kind of the finale here. But we still have 43 minutes. So we're going to figure out what you want to see. We're going to help you out with requests. If you like this 11 karat 13, it is such a beautiful stone. It's that yellow gold setting. We're going to take a look at it on the hand here as well. So you can see the size that 1130 or 11 karats 13 gives you. And we're going to blow it out as quickly as we can here. And with, you can see there how it sits side to side. Those diamonds balance it out so beautifully. Keep it really just really anchored and centered on the hand for you, even though it is that big stone. I know as the stones get bigger, I've talked to hundreds and hundreds of you daily. A lot of you say, don't give me big halos because it's already a big stone. So let me just see it for the stone. And let me just have some great big stones on the sides. Well, these 3-stone styles are where it's at. This is how the greatest designer jewelry in the world is set, is a 3-stone style typically. That's what we like to see. Only we've upgraded it with the yellows. And the first call is going to take it. I'm just going to give it away here. And it's one of those let's see who's paying attention deals, because I am here to just make sure it moves. Yellow gold only, we'll size it for you. It's one of the craziest values. And I know what we've been doing. I know I've been standing up here. It's me that, again, this is not a hologram. This is me that's here every night with you offering these amazing values. In the last couple of nights, I've had stones under $500 a carat. That is on the best material in the world. Well, what I'm doing here is even better than what I've seen lately. It's going to be good. All-time best blowout. Who wants it? With the upgrade of the yellows, the solid yellow gold in your ring size. And this is going to be a heck of a value. It's our 1113. Those beautiful yellows are perfectly proportioned. And I love the way they point down the sides. And we've got it listed here at $17,999. It's just too much for a Friday night. And I still, guys, I'm going to have to ask my jewelers to help me out. I do not want to use any harsh chemicals on that. I know it needs some polishing here. They're going to do that for you. I've already written a note to them. They read my notes. They take them very seriously. So here's what it looks like. $79.99 will not be your price. There's $10,000 off. I'm going to need a caller. And remember, if you want to have the best of the best in your Tanzanite, the very best of the best, you need to go Museum Reserve. I know there are cheaper prices out there. Evaluate it with your own eyes. I get it, although I think it's $79.99. What are we at? Well, are we going to account for the 10% off? Sure. So $7,200. Just be aware that right now, we're basically at $648 a carat. That's going to be tough to top. With yellow diamonds. Who else puts big yellow diamonds around their Tanzanites? I do. It's not 79. It's not 69. And you know what? We got gals out there who just know yellow diamonds and Tanzanite. Is it not the best pairing? We always have this debate. Tanzanite's better in yellow, is it better in white gold? The yellow diamonds set next to it, such a beautiful combination. Whether you're seeing more purples, more blues, or those reds, we know that the yellows look good with all of those different colors. So to have it like it is with those yellow diamonds anchoring the sides, it's not going to be $69, $59. Blowout time is here. If you want the big stone, here we go. As they say, here goes nothing. We're going to make it $4,999. There's $500 off that price. That's $4,499. And I don't know if anybody's doing the math here, but I will be more than happy to do it because that is $404 a carat. $404 a carat. Not on a 1 carat or a 2 or a 5 or a 10. We're getting you up and over 11 carats in size, and it's $44.99. 60 seconds. That's all we got to do. It's going to go. There is no way I can keep that here because somebody is listening and going, I think she did her math wrong. Somebody probably out there saying something like, I've heard that about those blondes. Well, I'll tell you what. I did the math. 404. That is the lowest price we've had on Museum Reserve, and it happens to be more than a 4 carat. I had a gorgeous 4 carat the other day. It was $450, and you loved it. It was $450 carat. It was a 4 carat stone. Then I had a 6 carat. That was $465 a carat. That was an incredible value. You loved it. This is another step up. Huge step up here. It's an upgrade. And yet, we have got it for $404 a carat. It's not happened ever before on the Museum Reserve. And as much as I wish that I could say to you, well, tomorrow I'm sure there will be a better price, that's the best. That's as good as it gets. And it's kind of a sign of the times of we're running out of Tanzanite, so we know we can't bring it back again and again and again. So that worry of how am I going to sell it in the future? Well, it's not a big worry if we don't have any more to show you or to offer. So that's how we do it. Let's see, $44.99. Guys, do we have any requests coming in? Because we still have about 38 minutes, and I've shown you everything for the night. So we'll dive into tomorrow's jewelry if you'd like. We can do that. Obviously, we have anything you need to see recapped. We'd be happy to do that as well. If there's anything you're thinking about from earlier tonight, or maybe you missed out on those zigzag rings, or if you had a request, we would love to hear what it is. Had some really cool values earlier that you may have just missed out on, may have not seen. Andy, whenever you get a chance, if you could, I am just absolutely frozen. So thank you so much. All right, here we go. This one's going to be our yellow diamond band with the white diamonds as well. Take a look. We have two. I think they're still both available. Showed it a couple minutes into the show. It's the zigzag ring with the big yellow diamonds. This is going to be item number 1119497. Call me on that Tanzanite. Let me know what your requests are. We're here for another 38 minutes and we need requests. We can show you anything you want to see as long as it's available. So help me out. We'll help you find something divine. But this is cool. You could get two, and that would absolutely be amazing, because I'll tell you, for as lovely as our yellow diamond band is tomorrow, it's not inexpensive at all. So it's not going to be inexpensive like this ring is. This ring is really affordable, and so I love the idea that you can get both your yellow and your white diamonds together. You get them together paired up. The yellows are all bezel set. You're still getting a carat 04 in diamonds per band. So if you get them both, 208 overall in your diamond weight, and I really think someone should just get them both. They're right there. You can see how they match. I've shown you how they stack. I'll show you again. It's going to be from $29.99. We're going to take it on down. I'll just recap what we've had from earlier. And yet this is the way to have some style injected into your band, because it's not the straight across band. And I get it. Those are classics and lovely, but it's nice to have something a little bit bold and designer and different, and that's how they can look. Or you can kind of play with them, see how you want to wear them. I mean, you could go like match them up. You could wear them a little separated like that. They'll stay. You can set them right into, like, put those yellow diamonds and put them right into those zigzags of the white diamonds. I mean, just play with it. Have some fun with it. That's what two look like together. Here's just the one on its own, and that's going to be $999. It's $899 at checkout. I would really advise getting both, spending what, under $1,900 to get them, or under $1,800. That's incredible, isn't it? To think you're getting all that diamond weight and you could spend so little to get two great rings. That's how you do it. So here they are yet again, and again, yellow gold and white gold together as well. You are getting the 2 tones of gold to go with your 2 tones of diamonds. Thank you so much. All right, last call on the show. We've got a little bit more to show you. I am diving into a Congo tourmaline. Haven't seen any. I'm trying to, what haven't we shown tonight? That's what I'm going for. Because if you're not loving what I'm showing, I'm going to try something different. Like maybe it's going to be that one, the Congolese emerald. Seriously. Oh, I wish I could do a cat call right now. Tony, we need you on mic. That's so good. It's so like whistle worthy, right? Woo, it's good. It's 112-4813. I know. How is it that someone that speaks for a living and talks nonstop every single day of my life, how is it that I can't whistle? I don't know. I don't know. But here we go. 743 on the emerald cut. Whoa. Now I've blindfolded the audience. I'm not blindfolded. Blinded. Okay, whatever's happening here in the stone, suddenly I feel like I'm walking the Vegas Strip. I feel like I'm like, yeah, looking at all the marquees, the bright lights, big city. This is the 743 Emerald Cut. It's a 49-point diamond weight stacked on the sides. I think we found something good here. If no one wants that ring, then we are shopping for the wrong thing. All right, bring out the vacuums. I'll sell the vacuums. That would be so much fun. I'll tell you what. It's not going to be ooh, this price is killing me. Guys, look at the ring. There's the ring. There's not supposed to be. I'm going to just write my little notes here, and I'm going to do something a little mercy price here. Like, oh, please help. Please help. Because I got $9.99 yellow and white diamond bands here, and that's not normal. I got Chameleon diamonds that are priced like never before. That's not normal. So I can't do $79.99 tone. It's just not going to work. But I will show it one more time like that. Double prongs in the corners, emerald cutting galore. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Just say sold now. I know, takes a little leap of faith, doesn't it? We will blow this out under 5. You know what? Skip it. Tony, I got to go lower than that tonight. 5 or 4 or 3, it's not going to work. What do you want to see again? Yes, I can. The rounds, you got it. This one's going to be under 3, under 29, under 28, under 27, under 26. Trying my darndest to get this one at home. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. And for those of you that say, I can't do a tourmaline because I like clean. Me too. I don't want to see inclusions in my stones. That stone does not have an inclusion. Is anything getting in the way of that fiery faceting? I'll make it $2,599. One collar, white gold only. I'll size it to whatever you need. That's the one to own right there. And we'll recap that sapphire ring from earlier tonight. I had the 3 round sapphires together. So pretty. Very different. 1128848 is coming up. This one's going to turn out to be $23.39 if my math is right. Now, here's the blues. We saw this earlier. The trio, it was the Deuces Wild Ring. I'd remember it's 1128848. That's going to be our 222 in blue sapphires. Baguette diamonds as well, 22 points in diamonds. And that's why it's Deuces Wild. 222 and 22. You got all 2s across the board on your carat weights and 3 stones, 3 segments of baguettes. And yet we're going to get this down to, you know what, I took it way down from $39.99. We got all the way down to $12.99. And then I will try it on the hand for you as well. It's a really good platinum piece. You can see it's got a nice wider band to it. It'll be $11.69 at checkout. Also, do want to just point out, in case you can't remember all those deuces, there's the carat weights on the inside too. So you got that all engraved on the inside. So here's what it looks like on. Look at that. So pretty how bright those bright blues are. They're really a nice color. A little more of that vibrant royal blue as opposed to like that too dark blue that most sapphires give. Most sapphires are just a little too dark. They don't actually show any bright blues anymore, and that's what we try to avoid. We don't want that. It's not going to be considered top quality if that's what's happening in your sapphires. So here's where you get that gorgeous look, and $11.69. Joanne, would you like to get that one? Okay. Oh, that's not the one you're asking about? Oh, I thought that was, oh, really? Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't realize our requester's not on the phone line. So that one's going to be a recap. I don't know who that was for, but recapping that for you. It is a one only. How is that blue-green tourmaline still here? Whew. Tahitian pearl pendant is here. Got a nice big opal. This one's going to be good. The opal I had earlier was more of a little lighter color pastel. This one, blues and greens. Oh, yeah. This is a platinum piece as well. 4 carats 29 on this opal. Gigantic. 4798 is the number. We are down to about 29 minutes. So let me know what else you'd like to see before we go. It is request time. And also, don't forget about that blue-green tourmaline. That's got to get a home. And this is blue-greens as well. Just a little different. Blue-green and a black opal. Huh? What do you mean blue, green, black opal? Well, black opal denotes that kind of intense opacity it has, but with a lot of color. And these bright blues and greens are very vibrant, really stunning. And then it's got a cool pattern that is not painted on. That's Mother Nature, who made this really cool, unique, distinctive pattern where there's a little bit of that golden, yellow, orange happening through, oh, and then it moves. And then you see, well, that's nice. And then you go, oh no, it gets better. It comes to life even. Why is it that every time I look down at my ring, it looks the same every day? The opals never do. The opals always look different. You'll be wearing this years from now, and every time still that you put that on, you're going to discover new color plays and patterns. It's like a hologram. It's a 429 stone. Those are 29 points, or rather 35 points in diamonds on the sides, a little bit of bezel, some pave, a little bit of an antique influence with some mill grain there as well. Let's show you from a distance away on the hand, and then we'll see it out the door. This is going to be $19.99. So a big old value on a ring that used to be, do y'all remember when this was $69.99? Because it was not that long ago. And now we've got it here for just a $19.99 price tag, which is really $17.99. So much better affordability. I do have, if anyone wants to see blues and greens in a Tanzanite, I've got an unheated stone that is a natural Tanzanite. That's also going to be one of those crazy good values, because we do have a really important 6 carat 31 for you. Love that. So we'll show that unheated. We also have a Congolese tourmaline in an Asher cut. I do have one very large pink diamond. It's a 25 pointer, which is a really large stone in the pink diamond world. Here's what the opal looks like on the hand. It's unfortunately a little smaller than what I wear, so I'll just try it on as a pinky ring. Probably going to be sized to something a little larger than that, because you're probably not going to wear it as a pinky ring, but it is a great look, and it's got that great high style to it. So that'll be our big opal. Have the pink diamond coming up. It's last call though. We've got 27 minutes to go. Here's the pink diamond. Let me see if I can find something that catches your eye. I'll do a little bit of a kind of a carousel, if you will. We're going to just bring pieces in front of your eyes. You tell me if there's anything that catches your fancy, okay? Because I'll give you a little brief once over. Tell me if you like anything, okay? Because I've got a lot of great pieces to show you. We've got a lot of pieces left from the show so far. Let me just show you what is still available that we haven't seen, and see if anything is like really what you've been looking for. That's our pink diamond. It's a 1/4 carat pink diamond. Gorgeous bubblegum color. Very intense. Let me know if you like that. Heart-shaped lovers, here's our heart-shaped ruby. It's a huge ruby. That ruby, and I can give any one of these away, and quite frankly, I have to. With a few minutes left, we got to move some jewelry here in the last 25 minutes. This is a 233 heart-shaped ruby with a carat 16 in diamonds. Gorgeous. Here's that bicolor Tanzanite. This is what happens when you get a natural Tanzanite. It has multiple colors, blues and greens and purples. So that's our 6 carat 31. Here's the big mandarin. This is a very large 4 carat 49 stone. This one's lovely. Look at that mounting. Very clean for a mandarin garnet. And that one's going to be a great discount and markdown. So if any of these pieces are kind of exciting to you, let me give you a great off-air price. We'll blow some jewelry out. We don't have to let anyone else know what's going on tonight. We can just do it, you and me. Here's the yellow diamond piece. That's a lot of bigger yellow diamonds together. Lots of good stones there. A lot of beautiful yellows that are consistent and saturated. Here's our big alexandrite. I know it's got yellow and white diamonds. How creative is that? It's a cushion cut over a carat. It's got a GIA cert to go with it. That's like the idyllic color of alexandrite, because it's got those intense blues and greens. So I'm enjoying that one too. And that's GIA certified. It's a carat 05. Let me know if you like that. We have a gorgeous morganite that's new tonight. This is a morganite, a very large size, 452. So this is like the big way you do a pink diamond look. Here's the pink morganite. It's a premium collection. This is one of those 4 carat 52s. We also did in the 18 karat gold. So I'm not going to have a 4.5 carat pink diamond, but I do have a 4.5 carat pink morganite that gives you that look. So that's a beauty as well. It's got pink diamonds, or rather rose gold and white gold. I'm not sure if those are white diamonds or pink. It's hard to tell. They look like all white diamonds, but you get a little pink vibe from those white diamonds set in the rose gold. Here's our aqua. It's a very pretty floral mounting, so that's a great looking aqua. It's a great color. It's got a little bit of just ever so slight a green color to it as well. And like I said, if we can blow out any of this jewelry, I'm basically showing you tomorrow's show is what I'm doing. So if there's anything you like, this is the heart shape, half pink, half white. Feels like the yin and the yang, but you've got that great pink diamond pave on one side and white diamonds on the other, rose and white gold together. Let me know. Just pick up the phone. We got 25 minutes, so you let me know what you like of the bunch, and we'll put it up there for a full presentation. Just want to see if anything I have here tonight in the studio might be of interest to our viewers tonight. And then we also have, this is a really cool designer ring. If anybody likes unusual jewelry that looks very collectible, very artistic, that is one gem. That's all one stone, but it's a green tourmaline in a fancy cut that's a 363 size. Yes, all one. It's really cool. And then you've got like the spaghetti mounting. It's really cool. Yeah, you wear that when you go out to pasta. That is just a really cool intertwined designer piece, 18 karat solid gold, green tourmaline fancy cut, 19 points in diamonds. So if that's of interest, I mean, that can be really affordable. Do not let the style that we all know who this replicates and what kind of designer that looks like, and do not let those big time design houses fool you. If we bring you that kind of design and look and quality, it's gonna be cheap. It's TVON. So we can bring you all that 18 karat gold and still mark it on down. So just wanted to give you some options. Let me know what we can do for you. If we can put up any of these for a little closer look, I know you're shopping blind. I don't want you to be. I want you to call me and tell me which one you like. Was there something I flashed that you kind of are digging? If you're into it, I'm going to blow it out here for the end of the show. None of these pieces have been presented tonight. We just want to see what you like, because honestly, I don't know. It's hard to tell what any one person is looking for on a Friday night. So here we go. I'm going to ask you help me cheat. You can just tell me what you like instead of me having to guess. It makes it that much easier. So here we go. Those are some of what I showed you here in the last couple of moments. The blue, the Tanzanite, I'm going to discard. I'm going to go ahead and take that stone apart. And then we did have the Congolese, which still has some people talking about that Congolese emerald cut. So I'll show that again up here on the wheel. Yes. Questions? How are we doing? Because what we'll do is zoom in on what you like and give it all the information and blow it out. Got to move jewelry in the last 20 minutes of the show. I've got to. I can't leave here until I sell a couple pieces of jewelry. They just, yeah, so let's do it. Yeah. Right. Yes, you can. Are you talking about the one that we showed early on, or the one that I flashed and never really fully presented? Not that one, right? Okay, so the other one, you got it. All right, kind of had two sapphires tonight. The cabochon coming up right now. So I guess it's gonna mean we're gonna take all the, nothing you like up there. All right, that's okay, that's okay. I tried my best. We're gonna see what we can do here on a blue sapphire cabochon that was here earlier. This was one of our first items of the show. 1125911 is our platinum and 18 karat gold together. That's a cab that's trying to give you an asterism, and it's working. It's got a little asterism. It's a little shy, but it's trying to come through. And then it's got the platinum and the 18 karat gold and diamonds, 9 points. That one is $999, and that's what the inside looks like. And I can try it on again if you'd like to see it one more time. But look how pretty. Bold is the name of the game here. That's one big bold band with the blue. Big bold band with the blue. All right, party people. Friday night coming to an end here. See you in the morning. We got the yellow diamond band tomorrow. It's tomorrow morning, and it is limited. People ask me all the time, well, just put it on the website. Why can't? Because we have too limited of a quantity? Yeah. Yes, I can do that. I have a mandrel. Mandy, here we go. Mandy's going to help me. Mandy says that that ring is currently a size 7. On the nose, while I'm at it, I'll try it on for you. This is called a mandrel, everybody. This is a mandrel. This is how you get your ring sizes. You should have one at home if you ever, need to check the ring size of your ring. If you ever need, that's what you buy. You can get, these are the heavy metal versions. You can also get one in plastic for a couple bucks off the online retailers of the world. All right, tomorrow, let me show you. Not to tease or anything, but it is my job to show you what's coming up tomorrow. And those are identical bands, so we're going to go through that whole thing of they all look like the one that's sitting up top, but the angles show off different, styles. This is coming up tomorrow. I just want to remind you, we're very limited on this ring. And I know I've already had some of you trying to pre-order it with me yesterday as I started to talk about it. It will not be available for pre-order. We are still working on the price. I am here late tonight trying to get our owners down to price because we have to make it a value. So you would not believe the kind of work that goes on behind the scenes to give you these values, which is why I'm always so flabbergasted when you leave them here, because I work really hard and owners are always telling me, but you know what, and I know I make jewelry for a living too, but The prices we give you on the air are better than what you can make jewelry for. So I hope you'll take advantage of all these great values we have. That's coming up tomorrow. Be with me. The show starts at 10 a.m. Pacific time. That's 1 p.m. Eastern. That ring will present right around the 11 o'clock hour. So that's 1 hour into the show. I do believe. I'm not 100% sure yet. Still working on the price tag. But for those of you that are saying, give me a better look, there it is. So that's going to be coming up tomorrow. It's a 2 carat plus yellow diamond band. It is the largest yellow diamond band we've ever had. And it's likely to be the largest we ever see. I wouldn't imagine we're going to be able to do much bigger than that with those 40-point individual stones times 5. So any questions on the night? Anything that caught your eye out of what we flashed there? So that's going to be tomorrow. Major value up and coming. I'm still working on it. Let's give away a pink diamond. I'm just going to go with my choice. I know. I hope you like what I like right now because I'm just going with something I want to give away. Because as I look at what I showed you there with those like 15 items I flashed, this is the rarest. So we're going to go with 1128,524. And just like I was trying to give away Chameleon diamonds earlier, we're going to give away a big pink diamond that's a 1/4 carat, 18 karat rose and white gold together. And that is gorgeous, is it not? That's one of the more saturated pink diamonds, and it is a larger size than we normally see. That's a big deal. It's got 15 points of additional pinks, 9 points in the baguettes, and also 56 in the round. What we're doing is breaking down white diamond weights per cut. So really you're going to get 65 points in white diamonds, 15 points in the pink sides, and then of course the 25-point center, which is very saturated. And we're going to make this available to one caller. It's just going to be the deal of the night. I got to move some jewelry here with our last 18 minutes left, so I'm choosing to discount. You kind of have better luck. It'd be one thing to take a $9.99 ring and discount it by $50. Instead, I'm taking one of the most expensive rings we have here in stock in the inventory, and that is out of thousands of pieces. And I'm taking this incredible ring, which has a list price here of $24,999, and I'm going to give it away right now to one caller. There is only one. Please don't email me tonight or tomorrow about this ring. It will be sold. I can tell you that now before it's sold, because quite frankly, somebody should just say sold now because it's that big a value. And when I get this excited and this motivated, because we've only got a couple minutes left and we got to make some deals happen, this is where you can expect the unexpected. And it's got baguettes, it's got rounds. Look at all the way it's constructed. So beautifully done in the way this is designed, in the way it's put together. This accomplishment as a whole, and by the way, the inside is finished as well, so you've got all that finishing on the inside. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. I mean, this could be like your most rare engagement ring worthy item, a beautiful style for anybody to enjoy. Right hand ring, middle finger. Honestly, a lot of pink diamonds, they're just not that enormous, so it's really tough to get a bigger ring. That's what you have here, the way this is built around this stone. It will not be $10,000. Cutting right to it, guys. We cannot do 10 or 9 or 8, even $7,000. This is the ultimate high level. Do you know that even my 1 carat pink diamonds, actually, I think we sent one to a museum, but we have one left. Do you know that my 1 carat diamond, which is really expensive, as it should be, is still not this color? It does not have the saturation that we're seeing here with this particular stone. That's what makes this so lovely, is that it's got that really ultimate saturation level. Any stronger a pink and it's not going to be a natural pink diamond. This has that really high level saturation we love, and we're going to make it very affordable right now. First caller gets it, $6,000. You know what, $69.99. I had even a better deal on our chameleons. And if those chameleons at 70 points and up, and they change color and they're certified and they're still here, that just tells me that $69.99 is not going to work on this one. So let's go even lower for you. Not $69 or $59. $49, no, it will not be. First caller takes it. This is the ultimate giveaway on a pink diamond that I've had for you. It does not get better than this stone, this mounting, the baguettes, the rounds, the pink, the white, the rose gold, the white gold, the 18K, the finishing on the inside. It's not even $4,500. This is where you really take that 10% out for a spin. You're going to save an enormous amount with that extra 10% off you have. So I would highly recommend taking advantage. We'll make it $3,999, $39.99. Giveaway time is here. In 15 minutes left to go tonight. What do you want to see on the show before we say goodnight? That is what we need to know. I'm going to bring out that curb link. We had a curb link diamond band. Curb links and diamonds together. Where have we seen that before? Yeah, but those are all sold out. They won't even let me bring back the curved link style. My links collection is done because it's way too much gold for today's era. So what we're going to do is bring you the alternative. We've got the sweetest ring here. It's going to be 1123,149. Let me know on the pink diamond. That's going to be another $400 off. It makes it $35.99 only. One caller takes it. That is so deluxe, designer, and glorious. And you know, you've got the knowledge, the understanding that when you're shopping here, that pink diamond is natural from the earth. It is not just a natural diamond that started its life as a white diamond and it got all kinds of treatment. It's a natural pink through and through. It was pink out of the earth. It was pink in the rough state. It was pink as it was faceted, and it's still pink. And it's got one of the stronger pink saturations we've ever seen out of a beautiful collection of pink diamonds I've had for you through the years. But that is one of the larger ones. Hitting that quarter carat mark is impressive. And then to get all the pink and the white around it is also really lovely and adds a lot to it. And it's $400 extra off that price. All right, here's our curb link. This one is one of the more affordable pieces of the entire show tonight. Our pink diamond is verifying right now. Thank you to whomever gets it in advance. Here's 1123,149. I mean, that I told you it'd go. It's gonna go because you just don't see diamond values like that. I mean, I struggle to find quarter carat diamonds out there in the white diamond industry for, you know, engagement rings that are that price. It's really tough to do. So upgrade yourself. Here we go with the 28 points in that cluster center with the curved link on the sides. Yellow gold only, one ring, $599 on that one. What a beauty that is. And we can always bring pink diamonds in that heart-shaped design too. Can bring that on out for you. We had that heart shape with the half pink, half white. We'll recap the Congo, which is being requested right now. We'll do that next. Recap that Congolese blue-green that was so vibrant for you. The yellow diamond and white diamond zigzag ring, that's still available. Some of our chameleons that we had marked down to $59.99 still available. We've got that really good, I think, gosh, our black diamond's gone, but we had that pink, purple Paraíba, a Savarite, the circle pendant, the baguette bypass, the gorgeous, you name it, we got it. Whatever it is you're thinking about from this show, now's the time to call. Take another look at it. That's always the best way to decide if it's for you or not. Get yourself another look at it. If it's something you love, you'll love it forever. If you're not sure, don't take it. If you're absolutely like enamored with one of these pieces, well, guess what? The values could not be better. They could not be better than they've been tonight. So this one's going to go on the hand. Then we're going to show that gorgeous tourmaline again, the blue-green variety. Let me know if you have any questions about what you've seen in the show. There's that. It's almost like it really does look like a 1 carat diamond solitaire, does it not? And with the curb links on the side, and you could always put it on as a great pinky ring. I know we've got a lot of people looking for those pinky rings these days. Why not a thumb ring? I mean, this is really, it's not meant to be a solitaire, but it kind of reads that way when you see that beautiful pave cluster together. It's $60 off, so $539 and change, and we've got our last call on the show. So 10 minutes to go. What would you like to see? It's a last call on everything we've seen, and have there ever been some values tonight? Do want to remind you we had the zircon, the green. I'm going to show that to you again. We had that beautiful bypass. Everything I'm going to show you on this wheel still available and under $2,000. So that's very important to remember. Here's the bypass ring. Here's that really good green zircon. I'll show you a couple of pieces you may have missed from earlier in the show and share them all with you here. Hang on, I'll walk around and zoom back for you, of course, but want to bring in an opal here as well. This is not the black opal that we saw a few minutes ago, but actually that crystal opal with so many, I would say pastels, but they're really more neon brights that you have all the way through that opal there. So anything you like on this wheel, they're either $19.99 or less. Very excited about that. $19.99 or less if you like anything up here. That one's $5.99 in the middle. Here's the $19.99 diamond bypass band, baguettes and rounds together. That's our $12.99 green zircon. There is the opal. The opal's down to, I can't even remember what I did on that opal. I think I actually ended up bringing it down to $13.99 for the opal with all the colors, and they're all one of a kind. So our last call there, if anything up there is exciting you and you could see that playing nice with the other pieces in your jewelry collection that you have, great way to go there. So $5.99 front and center. That's our most affordable right up front, right there and now. Then you've got the bypass, then the opal, and that is green zircon. Seriously, the green zircon looks like a demantoid garnet. It really does. I have had demantoids for $30,000 and $40,000 here that have not been that big or that good and clean. And that's really what we love about that stone. Very clean zircon. Zircons tend to be like they do tilt to that really dark saturated side where they get a little overly saturated so often. It's why a lot of us say, I'll take it or leave it on the green zircon. There's that bright open color that we like to see so much, and it gives you a really, really good feeling and a good look. So that's going to be a rarity. And of course, all of our blue zircons from earlier, they're gone. So now the green stands here alone and looks so good. And yet, again, we did $13.99 on the opal, $12.99 on the zircon. So you've got your really good, your bigger ovals here are really affordable. That's $19.99. That's $5.99 in the front. 60 seconds to go on that wheel. And I'm going to pop in a little surprise for you. Something you have not seen. Something that for whatever reason I only have in the rose gold out here, but we do have 2 gold colors available, and it's the Wonder Bangle. I'm just going to bring it out. We've got one left in rose and one left in yellow. That's it. The last time we see the Wonder Bangle in the double row style, we're going to show it next. It's going to be a huge value. let me put it on the wrist first here because we're down to about 9 minutes. I want to make sure y'all see this and get a chance to own this incredible bangle. It's also, yes, a stackable in a bangle too. So you can wear this kind of with anything else you want to as well. It's a really, look at that. It's the nice style. The wide 2-row style, what that's going to do is be the classic match to the 103 original Wonder ring that we do, of course, but in bracelet form. And it's going to have one great closure here on the sides. It opens up like so. So it's easy on, easy off. Then it's going to just snap into place with that hinge closure. You've got 2 figure-8 safeties as well. Take a look at this. Up close and personal to see that double row of magnificent diamonds. We have a rose and we have a yellow. That will be it, my friends. That's it. Yellow, rose, that's all we got. So this one's going to be 1110363. And average sizes both. Yellow gold, don't know where it is, but it's here somewhere, so that means it can go right out to you as long as you wear an average size, which means 6.5 to 7.5, you're good. This one's going to be that 278 in diamond weight and a monster amount of gold for you. There are very few bracelets we are making going forward. It's kind of like our days of bangle bracelets are over. It's one thing if it's a link bracelet, that'd be a little easier to do. The link bracelets are kind of lightweight. Link bracelets tend to be a little more airy. They're a little more open. They have little tinny baskets. So it's a little easier to make the link styles that we see, like a tennis bracelet or one of those more open links. It's a whole different deal when you're doing a bangle. The bangles have that really pronounced heavy weight of gold. So it's really tough to do. It's tough to do the bangles and make them affordable. We have, you know this if you've been watching the show, we've had really nothing in new bangles lately. It's been just pieces we're trying to blow out from previous airings. So this is it. Very, very few, very little in the arm candy going forward. So this is the time to capture your bangle. And of course, this one being an icon, being one that probably is going to match back to a ring that you're likely already own, and the double row and almost 3 carats and a lot of gold. And we're going to blow it out right now. It's better than $79.99. Huge value on the VS diamonds. We do love that. Double row goes side to side across the top, one side to the other. And we've got a last final call. There's one rose, one yellow. That's it. Say goodbye forever and ever to the Wonder Bangle. If we made it today, you're looking at the price it would be. We calculated that based on today's gold price. I'm using the same diamond price I've had here for 9 years, but that's today's gold price. What a difference gold does make when you have a lot of it. Instead of $79, we're going lower by half. $4,000 is exciting, but we have 6 minutes left to go. So it's going to take a little extra, and we're not doing $4,000 or $3,000 or $29.99. Big moment for our bangle lovers. Stack away, wear it on its own. The point is what makes it distinctive. That's what sets your bangle apart from everybody else's. Where most people are just getting plain gold for $3,000, we're giving you a stack of amazing diamonds. And it's not 29 or 28 or 27. We're blowing it out truly, and you're going to take 10% off. You got a weekend to do it here. Tomorrow and Sunday mornings, bye-bye. So we have got 6 more hours and 6 minutes to do this. Here's your chance. Yellow diamond band tomorrow. Don't miss it. It's so limited. I'm a little fearful. That's why we're doing it on Saturday instead of Sunday. But this is what we got to do, guys, on this bangle. Even better, 2,777. You don't mind if I go lower. Make it $2,699. That sum total of what you pay is $2,429. $2,429 at checkout for a bangle with lots of diamonds. Not 1 carat, not 2, almost 3 carats in diamonds. Yellow or rose, that's all I got. And if you're looking to pair it back to the Wonder Ring, or let's say you have one of these bangles and you've been wanting as you've been wearing it and enjoying it, you've been wanting to stack it and layer it, do it tonight, because it's one and done. Last chance on this one. That's all I got. Rose and yellow, boom, they're gone. So that's going to be our average size, anywhere 6.5. If you wear 6 3/4, 7 inch, 7 1/4, 7.5, any of those sizes, if that sounds like what works for you, it's going to work for you in this bangle. So there's a little bit of give in the bangle. That means it doesn't mean it expands, it doesn't mean it stretches, it means it's going to fit all those different sizes, because it's going to sit with that beautiful oval shape, keeping those diamonds right up top with that easy on-off closure on the sides. Here's how that looks. It's really easy. It's hinged on the other side, and then that's not even locked all the way, but you see that little ridge. That's where you're going to press down. Inside, there's essentially a little button. So when you press on that little bit of that textured ridge, that's going to open it up. Then to lock it, you simply put it in place all the way and then fasten those figure 8s. It's so easy. So here's what it looks like again on the wrist. So you can see I had it the one way, and I always want to show you both ways on this style, because it's really important. I think there's a lot of us that might say, I'm going to wear it with the point facing down the hand like that. So I had it the other way before, but we kind of like it both ways. So again, you get to decide, and then this makes it, I think, really easy to stack and layer as well, because very few of us are just putting on one bangle anymore. We're usually stacking up an entire, a wrist stack that's just the same way we're stacking, layering necklaces, and we're stacking rings, and we're wearing more than one earring. All of that applies to your wrists as well. So you can play with it. Doesn't mean you have to. It's just one day you wear it on its own solo. The next day you pair it up with some of its friends, and you really create your own look every day. Your own signature style is what you're building. So last chance, last call, $2,429 on that one. Yellow, rose, which would you like? We got one of each. When they're gone, they're gone. And they're beautiful to layer. They really are. The same way you layer your Wonder Rings is the same way you can actually do that same stack story with the bangle. Yes. All right, so sounds like we're verifying the rose gold just as you see it. I don't know why the yellow gold's not out here, but I hope you know what yellow gold looks like, because usually our yellow gold and diamonds is very popular. So I would definitely grab the yellow gold. It may be the only one we have left. And then that means I want to spend the next 2 minutes at least talking about this one. This is that, a lot of you have said, can I see that one more time? Yes, you can. The question is, who is going to walk away with this highly touted, this is the one everyone's talking about tonight. Here is that gorgeous blue-green Congolese tourmaline. Wow. 9 carats 43 is the size. 49 points, diamonds stacked. That means 2 rows. Big diamonds, too. And that's just what it does. When it faces up direct to your eye level, look at that. That is magnificent. You can't stop the shine. And it's 1 out of the Congo, almost 7.5 carats in size, got it down to $25.99, which means that one's also going to be a really affordable price tag to the tune of $23.39 at checkout. White gold only, any size you need. Thanks again for being with us. We got about a 90-second span left here in our time. That's our time tonight. I'm back with you in the morning. It's just a few hours away. It's 14 hours from now. Set those alarms. 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern. We're going to kick off our Saturday, and it's a big one. A big one. Not just a yellow diamond band. That's going to take about 5 minutes of our time. We're going to have 2 hours and 55 minutes of other jewelry. So it's going to be exciting. We got a great Saturday for you. As always, Saturday and Sunday are do not miss. So please join me tomorrow morning. And that's from 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific to 1 p.m. Pacific time, 1 to 4 Eastern time. The Yellow Diamond Band will be one of many ideas we present to you tomorrow in the morning. That Yellow Diamond Band is very limited. So I would recommend being with us tomorrow early. I should present it around 11. Can't make any guarantees on that. I'm still working on the price tonight. So still working on making that the biggest value you've ever seen in yellow diamonds. Looking forward to sharing that with you. It's our Yellow Diamond Band 2 carat. It's the largest we've had. Also, this is the last look at that beautiful Congolese, and we're going to have a lot of great pieces over the weekend, so please join me. Here we go. 40 seconds remaining to go in the show. Thanks again for being with us. If you have any questions, yeah. Okay, let me see if I can get it in time. Myra, you're giving me 20 seconds to find something and show it. I don't know if I'm going to have time. Is she able to watch online? Thanks everybody for being with us tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I don't think I'm gonna have time for that, Myra. We may have to have her check that out tomorrow. Yeah, thanks everybody. I'm Lauren Blair. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I do hope we can all rendezvous tomorrow at 10 a.m. We'll see you then. It's gonna be a big day. Yellow diamond, incredible. All right, thank you.